Get set for the first game of the 2016-2017 season. Barren County Trojanettes and the Greene County Lady Dragons. As you're listening to a broadcast on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, Bowling Green. We're on the internet tonight at espnkentucky.com/Barren County and also at barrenschools.com/athletics. And here in the gymnasium, you can pick us up on your radio at 88.7 FM. The officials for tonight's game are Reese Grubbs, Aaron Cummings, and Dylan Glenn. And the game official sponsors Whitlow Family Vision Centers. If you're having trouble with your eyesight, call Whitlow Family Vision Centers at 270-651-2020. Also scheduling Saturday appointments as we get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off and our first quarter of action, sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. So it's going to be interesting to see, Robert, how we start out things here this brand new basketball season.
Yeah, facing a team that shoots the ball extremely well. They've got a couple of kids that can really fill it up from outside. They've got size. They're going to pressure you a little bit. They do a lot of things well. For us, we're going to have to figure out what we do well with a lot of people. These sophomores that played a lot of minutes last year, the lone senior coming back from an injury, and then we just got a lot of pieces that really have been with us, but they're going to have to fill new roles, and they're going to have to figure out as a coaching staff how everybody best fits together, and we can put points on the board and win basketball games.
As you mentioned, Olivia Porter, the only senior on this Barren County basketball team, and starting a junior and 3 sophomores. Going to have a freshman coming off the bench tonight, Elizabeth Bertram, who played in 22 games last year and averaged 8 points a game. And then beyond that, it's kind of up in the air as far as the reserves go.
Yeah, as far as your bench is concerned, you don't have a whole lot of experience. Once you get past those starting 5 and then Elizabeth coming off the bench, so really going to be interesting to see. And I think if you're a basketball player and you love competition and you love getting out there and going, that's part of it. You're going to get out there and you're going to try to earn that spot and become a real role player on this team.
Trojanettes in burgundy uniforms with black numbers, gold lettering. The numbers outlined in gold. Greene County in their home white with green numbers and letters outlined in light gold. And in the jump circle for Barren County is Mackenzie England. And for Greene County is Whitney Perriott. The Trojanettes moving right to left, and the Greene County Lady Dragons coming left to right.
Good luck and have a great contest. Your officials for tonight's game, Reese Grubbs, Aaron Cummings.
Pretty good crowd here on hand. Got the Barren County fans behind us. Greene County across the way. And here we go. Toss the tap. This season is underway. Greene County controls it. They'll set things up. With the basketball is Judd. Guarded out there by Bailey Pettigo. Now gives to Perrion. They whip it around the perimeter. Out front now to Howell. They go down inside to Perrion, and she puts it up and in.
And a set play right off the tip, and they're going to get into their pressure.
And full court pressure by Greene. They float it up now to England. Almost walked with it. Now gives it over to Mallory Pettigo. She'll bring it across the timeline. Mallory Pettigo on the dribble out front. Greene County man-to-man defense. They give it over the right side to Olivia Pointer. Pointer, one dribble, gives to England out top. England now looking. Still holds it, now feeds it to the backdoor pass. Here's a shot put up and in by Mallory Pettigo on the left side.
Cleared out the left side, and we're patient with it up the top. Good backdoor and good assist from England to start the game.
2-2 ball game, 7:10 to play here in the first quarter. Greene County with the basketball. It comes out to Judd. Judd looking over at the bench at Coach Chris Blades. Guarded out there by Bailey Pettigo. Bounce pass in a high post to Perrion. Turns and gives it off now to Schrems. Here's Howell with it. Back to Schrems. Wanted to shoot that 3. Backs away now on the dribble against Hadley Hammer. Now working off to the left side. It goes to Judd. Judd will circle it out halfway against Bailey Pettigo. Now looks for help. Goes back left side with it to Schrems. Schrems out front now to Hedspeth. Hedspeth now goes right side with it over to Judd. Looking for Perrion down low. Her and Mackenzie England really battling in there. Here's a jumper. Top of the key. No good. Rebound Mackenzie England for the Trojanettes. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo, and she'll set things up. Mallory Pettigo out to Bailey Pettigo. Pulls up right elbow. Throws it back to Mallory. Taps it out now to Olivia Pointer. And now goes to Hammer with it. Is almost knocked away. Back with it is Pointer. Pointer now hands it off to Pettigo. And she goes up with a shot off the glass too strong. Mackenzie England back up at a foul.
left alone on the left side. Nobody there to block her out. Hands up, kept it up, and drew the foul.
Foul is going to be on Howell. That is her first, team's first of the game. And Mackenzie England at the line for Barren County. The 6'1 sophomore for 2 shots. The first one is good. And Barren County takes a 3-2 lead. 6:05 to play here in the opening quarter as England steps back up to the free throw line. It's on the way and rattles out. Rebound taken by Howell for Greene County. In front court with it is Judd. Back to Howell. They go down to the corner now to Schrems. Schrems working out of the left wing. Out top it gives to Hedgepeth. Back over to Schrems. 3 if it goes. It's no good, but an offensive rebound lost. And Olivia Pointer's got it off to Hammer. 3-on-1 break. Hammer down the middle. Bounce pass to Mallory Pettigo. Cut off. Gives it in there to England. It's knocked away. Loose ball. Trying to scoop it up at midcourt is Schrems. And the Lady Dragons have it. Free throw line jumper right side. Rim's no good. And rebound lost. Loose on the floor. Picked back up. Here's a 10-footer in the air that is going to bounce in for Hedgepeth. Barren County couldn't come up with a loose ball.
Yeah, after that first basket we gave up as a layup, making them shoot jump shots.
And so it's a 4-3 Greene County lead. Here's England with it. Out to Mallory Pettigo. Pettigo going to set it up now for the Trojanettes. Right side over to Bailey Pettigo. Feeds it inside there to Hammer. We're going to get a foul. So Hammer will go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul is going to be charged to 42. That's Perrion of Greene County, her first, team's second. And so Hadley Hammer at the line, 5'6" junior for Barren County to shoot 2 free throws. The first one on the way, good.
Out of the design play, Hadley cut right in front of Perrion, who was staring down the ball instead of watching the cutter.
Hammer's second shot, good again. Makes it a 5-4 Barren County lead with 5:03 to play here in the first quarter. Judd with the basketball for Greene County, directing traffic. Got Bailey Pettigo guarding her. Left side it goes to Hedgepeth. They go down to Perrion. Perrion now works at the left elbow in there to Judd. Back of the right corner. Back out it comes. They go into Perrion. Back out right side. Here's Howell with it. 15-footer right side. No good. Rebound by Hadley Hammer for the Trojanettes. Gets rid of the basketball now to Mallory Pettigo, and she'll bring it up. Gives to Bailey Pettigo here on the near side. Straight away back over to Mallory. Right side to Hadley Hammer. Lobs it intended for Mackenzie England. It's taken away. Lady Dragons running it back the other way. Judd in front court. Swings it over the left side now. Corner to Schrems and back out now to Judd. Judd goes right side to Hedgepeth. Around the top of the horn. Hands it back off now to Judd. Now Judd picked up her dribble. Long bounce pass right to Schrems. Got Hammer guarding her. Top of the key is Perrion. They go down inside. Turnaround shot. Oh, we're going to have a foul here on Olivia Pointer. It'll be her first, Barron's first of the ball game. And 2 shots coming to Greene County's Shelby Howell.
Overall, the type of defense that we play is a sagging man-to-man. The technical term is a pack line defense, and it's really designed to force Greene County and everybody else we play to shoot jump shots, and that's what they've had to do. That time we let them catch a little too deep because we were playing behind, and it drew the foul.
Howell hit the first of 2. Second one also good for Shelby Howell. Makes it a 6-5 ball game. Coach Piper Lindsay bringing in Elizabeth Bertram, the 5'6" freshman for Olivia Pointer. And here's England with the basketball. Dribbles left. Throws it back out front now to Mallory Pettigo. And she'll go right side corner to Bertram. Fakes. Oh, got hammered. She was going to go up the baseline there. Got her defender up in the air, and that was Howell, and that's going to be her second. Green's third of the ball game. And coming in now, Gracie Parrott, a 5'9" sophomore, will replace Howell, who will sit down with those 2 fouls. Mallory Pettigo sends it out to Bailey Pettigo. Way out front with it. Sends it back over to Mallory Pettigo on the right side. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Goes back to Mallory Pettigo on the right side. And looking for somebody to get open. Now they throw it back out to Bailey. Now to Bertram. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory Pettigo. 3:25 to play in a quarter. It's 6-5. Greene County on top.
We're going to see a lot of zone until we prove that we can shoot the basketball.
Yeah. Hadley Hammer. Out to Mallory Pettigo. Now to Bertram on the left wing. Sends it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo right side. Trying to dribble into her defender. Now reverses and goes underneath to Hadley Hammer, and she puts it up and in.
Really dribbled in and drew the defender. Nice bounce pass between them to get Hadley.
Barren County 7, Greene County 6 with 2:53 to play here in the opening quarter. They go down inside to Perry, and it's no good. Had a lot of traffic underneath, and here comes Bailey Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Lobs it off to Mallory Pettigo, 10-footer air ball. Underneath is England, had it smacked out of her hands and out of bounds. So the Trojanettes will have it as Mallory Pettigo. In the corner, here's a three. Swish! Bailey Pettigo knocking it down from long range, the deep left corner.
That's the zone out of bounds play. Everybody runs against the zone. You have to make a choice, and you want to give up that three, but we knocked it down.
There's a three, no good for Shrems. Rebound by Parrott, and threw it away right in the hands of Mallory Pettigo as Bailey Pettigo hit the first People's Bank in Glasgow three-point shot of the season.
When Greene County has to go to the bench because of foul trouble, they really start to lose a lot, especially points-wise.
Hammer out to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Hammer. Lobs it down in there to England. Breaks free, puts it up and in.
McKenzie's played a nice first quarter after only playing a few games last year. Her size is going to cause a lot of people problems, and I really like the way she's played in the first 6 minutes. You can be a big-bodied presence and not really be physical with anybody. She has claimed position. She's claimed rebounds. She's really made it tough for their big girl, Perrion, to catch the ball underneath, and really she's been a non-factor. And Perrion last year was their second leading scorer with 11.2 points per contest.
And it's timeout for a Coca-Cola timeout. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. We'll also check in with the Coca-Cola scoreboard during the night as well. And every three-point shot made this year, sponsored by People's Bank in Glasgow, working for you. And every bank shot, sponsored by People's Bank in Glasgow as well. Minute 56 to play here in the first quarter. It's a 12-6 Barren County lead, their longest of the night.
I think it took both teams a little while to get going. In the early goings, everything kind of opened up a little sluggish, really not getting after things. I think Greene County's still in that lull. And I mentioned, I think they do that every year, but we have to take advantage of it. We can't stay in the lull with them, and we haven't over the last 2 or 3 minutes, and that's why they had to call the timeouts, as we've been able to double them up.
In for Greene County is Haley Griffiths, a 5'6" sophomore. Handling the basketball is Hannah Judd for Greene County. They go left side to Shrems. Coming off the screen from Perrion. Perrion's got it left side now. In the lane, shot partially blocked by Bailey Pettigo. She comes up with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo working around out top, gives it off to Mallory Pettigo, getting some pressure out there from Griffiths. They go left side with it to Bertram, feeds it in there to Mackenzie England, across underneath to Bailey Pettigo, high off the glass, and it rolls in.
Mackenzie actually probably was more open than she realized, but Pettigo made a nice move to score it anyways.
Yep, 14-6, Barren County. Minute 15 to play here in the first. Here's Perrion, lobs it down underneath, taken away by Bailey Pettigo. They try to go underneath to Parrott with a basketball, and Bailey Pettigo is there to get it. Here's Mallory Pettigo, the right side. On the dribble. Fires it off in there to Bertram. Fakes, goes baseline. Jumper is up. It is no good. And rebound to Greene County's Hannah Judd. Judd racing down the floor with it. Pulls up. Gives it off to Griffiths. Back to Judd now. Perry on top of the key. They go right side with it to Shrems. Shrems wants to drive against Hammer. Hadley cuts her off. Goes in the corner. Back out to Judd. 38 seconds to play here in the quarter. And Judd getting some pressure from Bailey Pettigo. Going off the screen left. Lost the handle, but kept the dribble going. Gives it back to Perrion, right on the key. Perrion now goes left side with it to Parrott. Long three, way off the mark. Didn't draw iron. Here comes Bailey Pettigo with it for Barren County. Works it in front court. Gives it off to Bertram. And tried to feed it to Mackenzie England. It's deflected, stolen. Lady Dragons have it the other way. Shrems will take it to the glass. It's no good. Rebound taken by Hadley Hammer. Hammer, long bounce pass left to Bertram. She'll go under, try to reverse it up. It's blocked out of bounds with 4.3 seconds to play.
Steady bounce pass there by Hadley. She didn't have a lot of room, but made it look really easy. The defense just got back before Elizabeth could convert.
Gracie Thompson, 5'3" freshman, comes in for Greene County to replace Hannah Judd. Barren County up 14-6. Mallory Pettigo out to Bailey Pettigo. Feeds to Bertram, fires it up. It is high, no good. Rebound to Perrion. That ends the quarter. Well, after one, it is Barren County 14, Greene County 6. We'll come back with the second quarter action in a moment. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Napa know-how. Any Napa guy knows when science proves the best minivan is the one you've already got. Our kid transporter, our drywall mover. Who cares if the faux wood grain is a little faded? That was a platinum package option in 1987. With over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. If it's not old, it's vintage. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Katie, where's your detergent? My lotion? You're in the shower where it belongs. Wait, in the shower? Yeah, Mom. I use Wet Skin Moisturizer from Jergens. It instantly locks in moisture from my shower, so my skin stays soft and luminous all day without that sticky lotion feel. Moisture without that heavy feel? Can I borrow your Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer? And who said Mom always knows best? You're more than just a pretty face. Jergens.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. This is Trojanet assistant basketball coach Scott Chapman, and we are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back here in Greensburg as we take a look at Ryan Metzger's first quarter stats. Greene County only 2 of 12 from the field in that first quarter. Barren County was 5 of 11 and out-rebounded Greene County 10-6. The turnover by Barren County, and then they turn it over. Bailey Pettigo down on the floor and calls a timeout here. This will be a 30-second timeout for a Coca-Cola break. So first timeout for the Trojanettes.
Tried to set up a screen for England right off of the quarter break, and Greene County read it well, stuck their nose in there and deflected it, but we didn't give up on the play and tried to get it back and got a timeout out of it to actually save the possession 12 seconds into the second quarter.
Greene County only 2 of 12 and 0 for 3 from long range. Barren County 5 of 11, 1 of 1 from long range.
Their poor shooting has kept them from doing what they like to do, and that's setting up their pressure. You can't make a bucket, you can't set up your pressure, and it's really been able to us to limit our turnovers, only 2 in the whole quarter.
Bailey Pettigo with it, trapped in the corner, bounces it off to Bertram. Bertram working right of the lane, lost the handle. Oh, they're going to call traveling on her. So Greene County will get it with 7:36. The second quarter is brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Greene County with the basketball. They got Schrems handling out top.
Yeah, Hadley's done a heck of a job on her. Their leading scorer, 18 points from last year, none first quarter.
A long three in the air from the left wing, good for Hedgespeth. Cuts the lead to 14-9. Barren County with the basketball. Here's Mallory Pettigo with it on the right side. Mallory Pettigo down in the corner now to Hammer. Ball's deflected up in the air. Try to go to Bertram down low. Stays with the Trojanettes.
They're selling out, and I don't think they really know who they're matched up against, does Greene County, because we've got 2 players wide open underneath the rim the last 2 possessions.
They go into Bertram, feeds to Mackenzie England, and what do we got here? A foul on Greene County. It'll be on 44, Gracie Parrott, her first. Greene County's 4th of the half. Perrion's going to check back in for Coach Chris Blades, going out as Parrott. And Bailey Pettigo will toss it in, comes in the corner to England, feeds it out now to Mallory Pettigo. She's going to try to penetrate, can't go, batted up in the air, stolen by Schrems. Schrems will take it to the basket, she'll put it up, missed it. Rebound tapped out. Greene County got the rebound, got a foul here. That was Thompson who went for the rebound. And the Barren County foul will be on Bailey Pettigo. That is her first, team second. Greene County basketball comes out to Perrion in the corner on the left side. Gives to Hedgespeth, now to Schrems. Schrems voted the third best player in Region 5 this year. She averaged 18.5 points a game for the Lady Dragons. They find underneath, shot put up and in. That is Thompson.
Thompson had a wide open layup, but she spun back in the middle where the defense was. We gave up just another cut to the basket off of a flex type offense.
Greene County tries to trap the ball everywhere it goes. Mackenzie England left side, feeds down low into Bertram. Trying to make a move, can't, gives it back out to Mackenzie England. Now to Mallory Pettigo. Here's Bailey Pettigo with it now. In the corner to Bertram. Bertram back to Bailey Pettigo.
Still in a zone, 2-3 zone from pretty much halfway through the first quarter on.
Hadley Hammer right side. She's trapped. Passes and deflected up in the air. But Perrion. Greene County's got it, running it. Hedgepeth goes in, puts up the shot. It's no good. And an offensive rebound. We're going to have a foul on Bailey Pettigo, and I believe that's going to be her second.
Mallory tried to take a charge and actually fell before she even drew contact. And they really had to stop play underneath the rim and got Bailey with the foul just so there wasn't anybody get hurt with her laying on the floor underneath the rim.
So Bailey Pettigo having to sit with 2 fouls, and Olivia Pointer back in the game for Coach Piper Lindsay. Judd still looking, gives to Perrion, turns and fires, 10-footer rolls in. It's her second field goal, and all of a sudden it's a 14-13 ball game. 7-0 run by Greene County. We played a little over 2.5 minutes, or close to 2.5 minutes. Ooh, dangerous pass, but England there to get it. Going to have to get it across the line. As Mallory Pettigo has it in the middle now to Pointer. Feeds it off down to Bertram. Goes in for the shot. Good.
The backside, if we can ever get it there, is wide open off the type of pressure that they have. It just took us a while to rotate it there.
Bertram's first 2 of the ball game makes it 16-13 Trojanettes. Perrion tries a 3. It's short. And long rebound chased down by Judd.
We're okay giving up that shot, but not okay giving up the offensive rebound.
Here's Schrems against Hammer. Wants to go baseline, can't. Gives to Perrion across the circle. They go down inside. Shot put up, no good. Foul on Pointer, and that'll be 2 on her. We can't afford to get in foul trouble here.
This is where we're going to have to start seeing some new kids with 2 in foul trouble already.
Going the line is Shelby Howell. She knocked down the only 2 free throws for Greene County so far in the game, and she hits that one. And in for Barren County is Eve Jackson, a 5'9" freshman. First varsity action. Free throw is good again for Howell.
We jumped out and doubled them up there. I really thought we started gaining some confidence and really started doing some things well. And now they've kind of crept back into the ball game. We're starting to doubt passes. We're starting to doubt shots and our positioning where we really are. We got to play like we're ahead in that first 8 minutes.
Another turnover. Pass deflected. A little slow pass over the top. And here's Judd trying to go underneath. Hit the bottom of the rim. Bertram's got it for Barren. Taking it up the left sideline. Now cuts back right. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo now looking. Throws it back across over to Bertram. Diagonal pass over to Hammer, the right side. Pass deflected up in the air. I don't know how many deflections that we've seen so far, trying to throw it over the top of the defense. And underneath, there's Perrion. Puts it up, and it rolls in. Kind of lobbed it over the top of everybody. And all of a sudden, Greene County has taken the lead again, 17-16, after Barren led 14-6 at one time. Mallory Pettigo over to Hammer on the right wing. Sends it out to Bertram, left of the circle, in the middle to Mackenzie England. Now to Jackson. Jackson throws it back out around the perimeter. Here's Hammer back in there to England. Jackson was wide open down there. They didn't see her.
Got to look opposite against zones.
Hadley Hammer back out to Mallory Pettigo. Now here's Bertram. Steps back, shoots the 3. It is no good. Battle for the rebound. Going to be out of bounds. They say off Hammer. Her and Judd were battling for it. Going to be Greene County's basketball as they get Parrott back in the game, and also Haley Griffiths.
Yeah, when they go to the bench is when we need to take advantage of who they have on the floor. We talked about earlier, they lose a lot, points-wise, experience-wise, and really just overall players. So we need to go on a run again like we did last time when they had some bench players in.
Here's Perrion, left of the circle, gives it over now to Parrott. Parrott now gives it off now to Thompson. Pass knocked down, but Perrion there to get it behind the arc of the left side. Griffiths now in the corner to Parrott. And the pass deflected off of Judd and went in the hands of Mallory Pettigo, but it's going to be a jump ball. Goes back to Greene County.
They're just running a flex-type offense, and the way our defense is, we just need to sag under and jam the cuts, and they really can't do anything out of that offense.
Alexandria Howe, a 5'10 junior, comes to replace Whitney Perrion. And in for Barren County now is Jalen Bush, a 5'11 sophomore. Comes in from Mackenzie, England. Trojanettes trail 17-16. 3:15 left here in the first half. Working inside, driving it down in the lane. Shot goes up. It won't count. The foul on the floor. Going to put Judd. Let's see, who was the foul on? Didn't catch that one.
I think they put it on
Mallory Pettigo?
Yeah, Mallory.
Her first, team's fourth. Ball's lobbed out to Judd. They go down to the corner and try to go. Knocked it down was Bush from behind as they try to feed it there to Alexandria Howe. And here's Bertram chasing the ball down to the right baseline. Takes it out to the corner. Hooks it back over now. Goes through the hands. Mallory Pettigo had to go chase it down. Gives to Hadley Hammer. Back over to Pettigo. Now looking. Goes in the corner now. Underneath to Bertram. She puts it up and in.
It's a good pass from the freshman.
Yeah.
Wide open on the backside. If we could just rotate it once or twice quickly and get it to that opposite side, we've got some easy looks.
So give Eve Jackson the assist. And Barren County regains the lead 18-17. Shrems with the basketball for the Lady Dragons. Down to 2:27 left to play here in the first half. Shrems trying to drive with it. Goes right of the circle. Gives to Howell. That's Alexandria Howell. Right side to Parrott. Guarded by Jackson. Bad pass in there. Picked off by Hammer. Nobody was in the lane for the Lady Dragons. Hammer just kind of raced in there and picked off the pass. Here's Mallory Pettigo down to Jackson. Ball knocked away. Trying to go back to Mallory Pettigo. Another turnover by Barren. Crossover dribble. Here's Judd going to the basket. Puts it up. Rolls off the rim. And with a rebound is Jackson. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Long pass down to Bertram. Bertram fakes, drives, pulls up, 10-footer, partially blocked. Looked like a foul on that one. I thought I heard a smack up here.
They haven't called a lot of fouls underneath the rim, especially on shots.
Here's Shrems with it. Wanted to shoot that three. Will drive against Hammer and a foul.
It's the first time she's actually been able to get a step on Hadley. She's kept her in front the whole half and limited her to only no points.
That is the 15 foul, or 16 foul, I guess it is, against the Trojanettes. Mackenzie England coming back in for Barren. Hadley Hammer is going to get a little break here with 1:32 to play in the first half. Shrems will put it in play. Comes in the corner to Parrott. Gives to Perrion. Perrion right of the circle. Now to Judd at long range right. Behind the arc. Out top is Shrems. Shrems wants to drive. Goes to the basket. Shot up is no good. Mackenzie England with a rebound for Barren. Hands it off to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo will bring it up court. 1:13 to play here in the second period as we head toward halftime. 18-17 the score. Ball kicked out of bounds by Shrems. It'll stay with the Trojanettes. We'll have the halftime report coming up, brought to you by Zaxby's. Bertram will put the ball in play. Gets it into England. Now back to Bertram. Long looping pass over to Mallory Pettigo. She drives toward the basket, splits the defenders, tried to go up with it. No good, and almost batted away by Bertram as they threw it back out. And here's a pass down. It's picked out by Jackson. Gives to Mallory Pettigo, 52 seconds to play. Turnovers back and forth. Jackson in the corner. Ball deflected, trying to feed it in there to, I believe that was Bush, and so it'll stay with Barren County. Mallory Pettigo underneath the basket right side, out to England in the corner. Throws this one away.
I think that was intended for you. She just kind of took it from her hip and slung it.
Yeah, if I hadn't been a PA announcer, I'd have probably got that one. 40.4 seconds to go. With it is Judd for Greene County. Gives it over to Hedgespeth, who's back in the game now. Hedgepeth gets a screen from Perry and pulls up 17-footer. Rims, good.
Still making him shoot jump shots, but she shoots about 47% from three, so she's capable of hitting that 18-footer.
England back to Mallory Pettigo. Bounce pass off to Bertram. Bertram crossover dribble, goes to the basket, puts it up, it rolls in. They're not going to count it, though. So it was out on the floor.
Not a bad foul on Greene County's part since they're not in the bonus.
Barron's ball with 13.2.
Plenty of time to get off a good shot. We just need to recognize and make sure we have it in somebody's hands who can knock it down.
Bertram passes deflected on the inbounds pass. Here comes Judd. 2-on-1 break. She'll go to the basket against Jackson. It's no good, but a foul on Eve Jackson. That'll be her first, team 7th. So 2 shots will come to Greene County's Hannah Judd. Judd was a 66% free throw shooter last year for the Lady Dragons. And her first one is good. They are 5 of 5 from the line. Shelby Howe hit 4 out of 4. 20-18, Greene County. Hadley Hammer back in the game now for the Trojanettes. And here's Judd. Puts it up and in to make it 21-18. 8.7 to play. Full court press in there as they go to Mallory Pettigo. Gets it across the line. Here comes Bertram racing. Throws it up on the run. It rolls off the rim. Perrion with a rebound. That ends the half. Halftime, it is Greene County 21, Barren County 18. Trojanettes only 4 points.
Balls over your head. The only thing you can do is pass it, so you become very one-dimensional. I'm sure that's something Piper's harped on in practice and maybe even at halftime. But we need to keep it in an athletic stance and be able to do something with the basketball here in the second half.
Trojanettes basketball to start this third quarter. Mallory Pettigo with it, with Bailey Pettigo, Hadley Hammer. They've got a traveling violation. Mackenzie England and Olivia Pointer starting the second half. And then for Greene County, they went back with Hedgepeth, Schrems, Judd, Perrion, and Howell. As Judd with the basketball for Greene County, bounces off to the left side to Schrems. Hadley Hammer staying with her. Now goes back left side to Perrion. 17-footer over England, spins out. England goes for the rebound and gives it off to Bailey Pettigo. Long pass down to Mallory Pettigo, off the glass and in for a People's Bank shot.
That's something we didn't do in the first half. It's something I kind of talked about at halftime, was getting down the floor, moving the ball, and getting quick shots. That one was one off the window.
21-20, Barren back within 1. Here in the third quarter, Judd bounces off left side to Schrems. This third quarter brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding you not to text and drive.
Tackle on defense, there's not a whole lot of space in the middle to get it to their big girl.
They're working across over in there to Howell. They come back out now. Schrems wants to drive, throws it up on the run. It's no good, but a foul. Hadley Hammer picks up her second personal, first of the second half against the Trojanettes.
Lady Dragons got a little impatient themselves there. Schrems, no openings whatsoever, so she kind of just put her head down and drove and threw it up and bailed her out with a foul. I'm not sure that was any different than a lot of no calls they had or let go in the first half.
Schrems, a 57% shooter from the line last year. Missed the first one. She got the second one. First part of the game for Schrems. 22-20 Greene County. They set up in a zone press-off defense as they go to Hadley Hammer right side. Cross the lane. England throws it back out. It's deflected with Bailey Pettigo. 3. Got it!
She's got both of them, doesn't she?
She has both of the People's Bank three-pointers.
Three-point basket by Pettigo.
And gives Barren County the lead again, 23-22. They work it down inside. Shot of a pointer good off the window by Howell. It's her first field goal of the game, 6 points. Hit 4 of 4 free throws the first half. 24-23, Greene County by 1. Pass over to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo weaving through traffic. Goes off to Mackenzie England. Goes under. Puts it up. It is good. Her 5th point of the game. Seesaw back and forth here a little bit. 25-24. Barren back on top by 1. Here's Judd off to Perrion. Top of the key left. Feeds it down in low. Back to Perrion. Left elbow jumper. Good for Perrion. It's her 8th point of the game.
You like them shooting those shots from 15 feet as opposed to the previous possession when they were able to back us down and just shoot a wide-open layup.
26-25, Lady Dragons. Bailey Pettigo's in a trap. They have to call a timeout or something here, and do get a 30-second timeout.
Did right what she shouldn't have done. She's put her head down and dribbled. Should have reversed it back, and the Twins have done a good job out here on the top of this press offense, just passing it back and forth until they find an opening, either through the dribble or on the sideline. And probably fortunate because I think the close official over there near the ball had a out-of-bounds call. Piper got the timeout just in the nick of time to save the possession.
So timeout for Coca-Cola. Timeout. Over to Coke and enjoy the game. Trojans and Dragons in game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Of course, Coach Warren Cunningham's team will have another game on the road Friday night down at South Warren, who has their 4th head coach in 4 years.
That's never a good situation for anybody. You don't like to change coaches, much less one every year of a high school career.
Barren County, they feed it into Mackenzie England. She puts it up, no good, gets her on rebound. One dribble, trying to go back up here and try to take it away from her. Now here's Bertram in the lane, puts it in. 6 points for Elizabeth Bertram. Barren back on top again, 27-26. 5:23 to play, 3rd quarter. Perrion, and that pass going to go off the fingertip of Howell. She was breaking underneath the basket across the lane, and so the Trojanettes will get it.
Sometimes I'm not sure what they see when they make passes. That's what they're supposed to do because that's what the play is run and are designed for, so they think they absolutely have to force it.
Baseball pass thrown away, way over the head of Bertram and out of bounds.
For instance there, that might have been something they talked about in the timeout. So it was in Bailey's head that corner was open, so she just had in her mind she was in trouble and threw it when it wasn't really there. Sometimes we become too robotic in what we're supposed to do instead of just playing the game.
In the middle to Perrion, and she gives it off to Judd. May have got away with a walk there.
Yeah, they haven't called very many walks on either side tonight.
Now Judd wants to drive to the basket. The basket will not count. Foul out on the floor. And it's on Bertram, her first.
You really like that foul if you're us because she would have had a wide open layup.
Perrion working against England. Throws it up and got it. Perrion has 10. 28-27, Greene County. England gives to Bailey Pettigo. Back to England against the press, and now gets it across the line. Bounce pass back to England. Fires it down to Bertram. Bertram throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo.
Some diagonals are open, but we've got to make ourselves available so the passers can see us.
Here's Hammer in a trap. Splits the defenders, and then try to bounce it underneath, and is kicked out of bounds by Schrems. Stays with the Trojanettes underneath with 4:23 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Trojanettes trailing 28-27. Mallory Pettigo throws it out to Bailey Pettigo. Top of the key. Had a look at the 3, but didn't passed up on it. Now she's going to throw up a floater. Got it.
She kind of developed that as the season went along last year. Found some openings, and that kind of become a way that she put some points on the board.
Bailey Pettigo with her 10th point of the game, and Barren back up 29-28. Headsmith tries to go for the shot. She's fouled. Left side of the lane. And it's on Mallory Pettigo. That is her 2nd. Number 3 on the Trojanettes here in the 2nd half, putting Headsmith at the free throw line.
Nobody in real foul trouble. We've spread them out fairly well.
Hedgepeth with 7 points in the first half. She was a 75% free throw shooter last year, and she hit that one.
Might work to our advantage. We say we can't get into foul trouble, but aside from Mackenzie, you really play 4 guards majority of the time. So you kind of have interchangeable parts, so that allows you to move different people and spread the fouls around.
Right. 30-29, Bailey Pettigo sends it up court to Bertram. Bertram driving, pulls up 10-footer, rims, no good. Perrion with the rebound, outlet pass comes to Schrems. Schrems, bounce pass across the lane. Hedgepeth puts it up and in. And now it's a 3-point Greene County lead, 32-29.
They did what we couldn't, score on the fast break opportunity.
And here's Mallory Pettigo down the middle. Sends it off to Bertram. Across underneath is Hammer, and she's going to be fouled. It'll be on Shrems, and that's her first personal. Team foul number 1 on Greene here in the second half. 2 shots coming for Hadley Hammer.
We can't do this against Bowling Green. We can't do this against Monroe County. We can't do it against South Warren, you know, all those schools. But I think tonight that we really have an advantage if we run up and down the floor. We throw it over top. We get an easy shot. You're going to settle for a couple of turnovers trying to play fast, just beat Greene County down the floor. They play the same 5 girls pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
So you've got to be in better condition, better shape to do that, though.
Hadley Hammer missed 2 in a row right there. 32-29, Greene County. They got the basketball. Judd will drive all the way to the hoop and lay it in.
Somebody's got to step up. She can't go coast to coast.
34-29. Mallory Pettigo passes deflected, another steal, and it's Shrems with it. Pulls up 15, too high off the glass. Whistle, foul over the back. It's Howell, her third, team second.
Foul Greene County number 12, Shelby Howell, her third, team into the lineup for Greene.
And Gracie Thompson in for Greene County, replacing Hedgepeth, and also Parrott returning to the Greene County lineup. She'll come in for Shelby Howell. Barren County's basketball, full court pressure applied by Greene County. Bailey Pettigo over to England. England back to Bailey Pettigo. In the middle goes to Mallory Pettigo. Going to have to get it across. Finally finds Bailey Pettigo. Fires underneath the Bertram. She puts it up and in.
It looked easy after we got it across half court.
34-31. Trojanettes trail by 3 with 2:48 to play here in the third quarter. Right side with it is Judd. Judd will bring it back out against Bailey Pettigo. Gets a screen from Parrott, dribbles to the right side. Now looks left, gives to Perrion, left of the circle. She looks inside, now gets rid of it over to Parrott on the right side, behind the arc. Here's Shrems, fakes, wants to drive with it, can't, cut off by Hammer. Back out top of the right, it goes to Judd. Judd down low, has to throw it back out, kind of skipped off the arm of Mallory Pettigo. Judd's got it, right side, gives to Perrion to the lane, jumper, rims, rolls in.
He's been real effective from 8 to 10 feet.
36-31, Lady Dragons. 2:07 to play here in the third quarter. Bailey Pettigo out to Mallory Pettigo. 2-3 zone by Greene County. Bounce pass left to Bertram. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo. Right side it goes to Hammer. And a lob across the lane, and it's Bertram trying to go for the shot. Nice diagonal pass over the top. A foul on Greene County. It's going to be on 23. That's Gracie Thompson, her first, team's third of the second half. So Barren County will take it out underneath to the left side of their basket. And Bailey Pettigo to toss it in. Comes in the corner to England. England wants to go baseline. Cut off. Out to Mallory Pettigo. Swings in the corner. Bailey Pettigo, high arching three. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for a People's Bank bank shot. That's 3 for Bailey Pettigo tonight. 36-34. Perrion will try it for 3. No, off to the left side. Hammer chases down the rebound. He'll bring it up for Barren. Hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. 2 will tie. A 3 will take the lead. With a minute 25 to play here in the third quarter. Right side it goes to Bertram. Back out to Bailey Pettigo in the middle of England, the free throw line. Back to Mallory Pettigo, left wing, goes down to Hammer. Passes deflected, but there is Bailey Pettigo in a lot of traffic. Hands it in there to England. Whistle, and they're going to call a traveling violation.
Got too deep. I mentioned a while ago the runners. That was a definite situation where we probably should have put up a runner before we got into traffic.
So coming down to 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. Greene County with the basketball. Judd handles it out front. Gets a screen from Shrems. Looking for Shrems, wasn't looking for it. Here's a long 3 that's going to be way off the mark, not even drawing iron. England crashes in there to get the rebound and gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Over to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. Top of the key, back over to Bailey. 22 seconds to play. Now she's directing traffic out there with 35 seconds to play. Over to Mallory Pettigo, left wing. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. 30 seconds to go. 2-point ball game. Greene County leads at 36-34. Back out to Mallory Pettigo with 21 seconds to play. Right side, Hammer. In the corner to Bailey Pettigo. 13 seconds. Lobs it back out to Hammer. Straight away back over to Mallory Pettigo. Here's Bertram with it. Feeds it down in there to England against Perrion. Turns, trying to go up and is blocked by Perrion. Here comes Schrems racing down the floor. Heads down the middle lane. Throws it up on the run. It's no good, and that ends the third quarter. After 3, it is Greene County 36, Barren County 34. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout as you're following the Trojanettes at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Napa know-how. Any Napa guy knows, and science proves, the best minivan is the one you've already got. Our kid transporter, our drywall mover. Who cares if the faux wood grain is a little faded? That was a platinum package option in 1987. With over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. If it's not old, it's vintage. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Katie, where's your Jergens? My lotion? You're in the shower where it belongs. Wait, in the shower? Yeah, Mom. I use Wet Skin Moisturizer from Jergens. It instantly locks in moisture from my shower, so my skin stays soft and luminous all day without that sticky lotion feel. Moisture without that heavy feel? Can I borrow your Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer? And who said Mom always knows best? You're more than just a pretty face. Jergens.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County High School Principal Brad Johnson. We are BC.
Back here in Greensburg, Greene County High School, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, statistician Ryan Metzger. Trojanettes down 36-34. They outscored Greene County 16-15 in that third period of play. Greene County with the basketball as we start the fourth. Brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come play with us. Perrion with the top of the key for Greene County. Goes right side with it over to Judd. Judd guarded out there by Bailey Pettigo. Now they give it off to Howell, who's back in the game, left of the circle. Poked away by Bertram. It comes back to the back court and retrieved by Greene County as Judd now will set it up for the Lady Dragons. Off the right side is Hedgepeth. Out top is Perrion. Barren looks inside. They work it. A shot blocked in there. Not sure who got their hand on that one, but Bailey Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Here's Mallory Pettigo with it out front now. A chance for the Trojanettes here to take the lead. I think they've got the score correct now. It's at 35-34. England trying to go up. It's blocked. And then she tried to go for the rebound. It's out of bounds to Greene County.
Got it 36-34.
They've got 35-34 on the scoreboard. They didn't hit a three in the third quarter, so nobody looks like they're 10, 13. We'll have to double check that to make sure. Here's Judd driving left of the lane in the corner. A three ball in the air, no good. Perrion to the offensive rebound, right side of the lane. Trying to go over England, puts it up and in. And now they've got the score 37-34. I guess that's correct. They may have put one too many points up there a while ago. So it's a three-point ball game. Bertram goes baseline and passes deflected, but caught by Hammer in the corner on the right side. Bertram now dribbles into the corner, throws it back out to Hammer, and now out to Mallory Pettigo, over to Bailey Pettigo, in the middle to England. 8-footer, no good. It popped out. Rebound at Greene County. Here's Judd. Crossover dribble, goes to the basket, lays it up, no good. Rebound put back up and no good. And Barren County rebound as Mallory Pettigo out there with it for the Trojanettes. Three would tie it here. Here's Bailey Pettigo, pulls up with a 10-footer. It is no good. We got a foul called.
Yeah, crashed in from behind as she was in the air. And that'll go on Judd. They're not acting like there's anything wrong with the score. Nobody down here in front of us at the scores table. 14. I
don't know.
You got 38 or 37?
I got 38, but we'll take 37.
Yeah. I'd hate for them to go back and look at it later and figure out it was 38, though.
Let's see. I had them with 6 field goals now in the second half and 3 free throws. And 2 more missed shots. Barren County 0 for 4, but get the offensive rebound. 37-34, Green, 5:49 to play in the ball game. Here's Bertram in the corner to Hammer. Across it comes back out, and in the middle now to Bertram. Wants to drive to the basket. Shot block. Gets it back, and then lost it out of bounds. They stepped on the inline.
Yeah, that wasn't a foul by any means, but as many times as both teams have gone to the rim, they've hardly been able to get the official to blow the whistle.
Here's Schrems with it on the right side for Green. Schrems dribbles. That goes to Judd. Left side, they go down in there to Perrin, swatted away in there by Eve Jackson, who just checked back in. Bailey Pettigo, bounce pass over to Hammer, feeds it back in the lane, and it's stolen away. Trying to go back to Jackson with a breaking in the lane, and turnover by Barren County. Here's Judd, giving it off now to Hedspeth. Hedspeth wants to drive under, puts it up, it's no good, and battle for the rebound. Going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow to Barren County.
Possession Barren County.
Trojanettes had 15 turnovers through 3 periods. Green County only had 6. Yeah, but Barren County had out-rebounded Green 19-13 through 3 quarters. And Green County through court pressure, trapping the ball as Bailey Pettigo races up court with it. She'll drive, gives it over to Hammer on the right side, back out to Mallory Pettigo. And it goes in the corner now to Jackson. Jackson wants to drive, back out now to Hammer for a 3, no good. Rebound taken by Howell for Green County. Got a 3-on-2. And driving with her Schrems, and she'll lay it up and in. Had a little hesitation move, and she put it up and in to give Green County a 5-point lead, 39-34 with 4:37 to play in the game.
That was subtle but very effective for her first field goal all game long. We've held the number 3 player in the 5th region to only 1 field goal, but right there you see her athletic ability. She can get to the rim. It's just Hadley's done a wonderful job tonight. Mainly, it's been Hadley limiting her, but overall, you know, we're not going to score a whole lot of points. We will score more as the year goes on, but last year that's what Piper kind of hung her hat on, was good defense, and that has become ever so popular, the type of defense that she plays, just kind of sitting back and force people to make jump shots, as that art has kind of been lost over the years. You know, when you played, you had to make a 17-footer, but now, you know, you don't see a whole lot of kids out there practicing 17, 15-footers. They're either behind the three-point line or post players in there working right underneath the rim. So we're playing into really weaknesses of a lot of people.
Yeah. Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Over to Coke and enjoy the game. Metcalfe County Lady Hornets lead Warren East 51-23 after 3 periods. Full court pressure by Green County. They lead at 39-34 over the Trojanettes. Mallory Pettigo will try to work it up court, swatted away from behind by Judd. Needed some communication on that one. Here's a shot going up, no good. Rebound, Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo races down the floor with it. Curls out front. 4:20 to play in the game. Barren can use a bucket right here, and Bertram fakes, drives left of the lane. She gets hammered in there. And that will only be, I believe, is that the 15th foul?
Foul on Green County number 32. Judd, her second, team 5th.
And Judd's second personal.
A lot of times early in the year you see officials just whistle happy. They haven't been whistle happy tonight. Really haven't affected the basketball game too much.
Here's a shot by Bertram, little 8-footer, good on the inbounds pass.
Basket by Bertram.
England created space there, took 2 and left her wide open.
Long 3 by Schrems, no good. Long rebound at the free throw line. Bailey Pettigo racing across to Bertram, lays it up and in.
Good pass.
Basket by Bertram.
Effective use of the fast break there. Pulled back within 1, right under 4 minutes to go in the basketball game.
That's 12 points for Elizabeth Bertram tonight. 39-38 Green, 3:44 left in the game. Howell with it. Now here's Perrin, 15-footer, no good. Long rebound. Jackson had it, and ball tipped away. Loose ball, it's still loose, and Green County comes up with it. Here's Judd, puts it up and in. Tough luck on that one.
Just couldn't win it. We had plenty of girls going after. It's not like we weren't hustling after the basketball. They're going to go back to man after predominantly playing 2-3 zone a lot of this half and the first half too.
Bailey Pettigo trying to direct traffic here to set things up for the Trojanettes. Right side it goes to Bertram. Bertram on the dribble with the left hand, out guarded by Schrems. There's a 5-second count.
you go from playing against a zone to real quick switching man. You're not used to having to go against that pressure. I think we have to take advantage of some of Greene County's kids that have been out there. Perrion just looks like she's completely winded right now for them. If you were to use McKenzie just a one-on-one isolation in the post, I think you at least get a foul out of it, if not a bucket.
And Shrems almost dropped it out of bounds. Has to get rid of the ball out to Judd. Back to Shrems, deep on the left side. 2:50 to play, 41-38. Greene County on top. There's the lob down to the Perrion. Turnaround jumper over Jackson is good.
Wasn't bad defense. Actually forced her to go further away from the goal to take the turnaround.
And now it's a 5-point Greene County lead. 2.5 minutes to play. Trojanettes could use a bucket right here, as Mallory Pettigo is going to be fouled over guarding by Judd. They say her third, team sixth.
Yeah, she put both hands on her.
Greene County number 32, Judd, her third team.
Being the bonus the rest of the way.
And we're 0 for 4 from the line here in the second half.
Yeah, we'll have to change that to have a chance.
Mallory Pettigo in the corner to Jackson.
Isolation.
Pass batted way up in the air. And here is Perrin getting off now to Judd. Another turnover. Now they throw it away.
Yeah. We had exactly what we wanted down there, but we had a freshman that's just not used to that situation. And we did again. We put the ball over her head and tried to make a pass. It's over your head fine if you want to make a ball fake, but you got to drop that down with the bounce pass. And she'll learn. She's contributed nice tonight, filling in some minutes.
Mallory Pettigo found an opening. She's going to drive. Oh, tried to go underneath to it. And we got it back, though. And here's Bertram with it. Feeds it in there to Mallory Pettigo. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Straight away with a three. No. And rebounded there by Shrems for Greene County. 2 minutes to play. 43-38. Trojanettes down 5.
That was Bailey's first miss from behind the arc.
And now Shrems wants to drive, but it's going to be fouled by Hammer.
It's all right, not in the bonus. I don't think she would have got a layup out of it.
That's her third, team's fourth.
I mean, the Trojanettes have done a really good job on Shrems tonight, holding her only 3 points. Perrion, right of the circle jumper, won't go. Rebound to Bertram. Almost had it ripped away from her by Judd, but Bailey Pettigo's got it. Pulls up free throw line, dumps it down in there to England. The pump fake, puts it up no good. Again, no good. It's blocked.
Foul.
And ball's loose, but Bertram's got it. Feeds it off to Hammer. And now here's a three in the air. Good! Mallory Pettigo knocking down the People's Bank 3-point shot to pull the Trojanettes back within 2.
Twins have all 3 of those.
Actually, it was 4.
I'm sorry.
4. They had 3 of them. Now Mallory with 1.
That's right.
And that cuts it to 2 with 1:28 to play. 43-41 Greene County.
And McKenzie's only shot 2 free throws tonight. She probably should have shot 10 or 12. I mean, you can't come over the back like that. The girl had both hands over top of her. They just aren't calling a lot of fouls on the rim, but give our girls credit. We've adjusted and haven't, complained about it, whined about it, and we've kept playing and playing through it, and that's why we're down by 2 with a chance to be in this basketball game with 1.5 minutes left.
Trojans and Dragons in game 2 of our doubleheader tonight here in Greensburg. Barren County will also be in action Friday night. South Warren, JV varsity boys doubleheader. Next week, a busy week. 2 district games. Allen County, Scottsville, Monroe County. Got Thomas Nelson kind of stuck in between for a girls game on Thursday night.
A couple of scores real quick. South Warren 50, Allen County Scottsville girls 28 at the end of the third period. South Warren girls have never beaten Allen County. I think they're 0-7 against Allen County. That'll change tonight. Metcalf girls up 51-23 at the end of 3 over Warren East.
We'll keep a tab on the Coca-Cola scoreboard for you throughout the night with other scores from around the area. A lot of them. 1:28 left here in Greensburg. 43-41. The Lady Dragons. They have the basketball as Judd brings it across the midcourt stripe against Bailey Pettigo. Gives it to Shrems on the left side. Shrems looking. Now puts down the dribble to the top of the key. Now she backs out a little bit. That's going to take some time off the clock here. She gets the screen set up, goes right side with it. Shrems still on the dribble against Hammer.
They don't have to score to win the basketball.
No. There's the foul on Hammer. It'll be your 4th, team's 5th.
Foul, Barren County number 2.
54.4 seconds to play. Hedgepeth will toss it in. Comes out to Schrems, gives to Perrion. Perrion finds Hedgepeth in the middle, and they're going to say it was out of bounds off of Barren County. It went off somebody's jersey there. Timeout, Chris Blades. Full timeout for Greene County.
Thought it might have been that we blocked it back into her arms and she actually threw it out of bounds, but we didn't get the call, and I don't think the official can make that call unless he's 100% sure, and he wasn't.
Stay tuned for the Coca-Cola post-game report. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. And our post-game stats presented by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. We'll also have Coach Piper Lindsay's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Lots of games on this first week of the season, and of course there were a few last night, as we mentioned earlier in our pregame report. There were about 5 boys games played last night, 1 girls game, and man, there's a bunch of them tonight. Yeah, everybody in the region playing tonight, except Bowling Green, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta get it going, and when it gets going, it goes quickly up until Christmas and all the Christmas tournaments. It doesn't seem like it slows down probably to March. As far as the score is concerned, we left it 43-41, so there's a mystery point out there somewhere on Greene County's side.
Yep. Could be a factor, you never know.
Yeah.
Judd will toss it in, left baseline, comes out to Perrion, free throw line, over to, they go back down in there to Judd, posted up in there, and she puts it up and in.
Yeah, she just pushed Bailey right underneath. Yeah. Well-designed play from Blades out of the timeout.
The Trojanettes need a bucket here as Bailey Pettigo splits the defenders, and she did. She picked up the pivot foot.
Picked it up with nowhere to go and kind of was falling forward. Probably be forced to foul here.
35.7 seconds to play. Hedgepeth gets it in play to Judd. A foul on Bailey Pettigo. That is her third, team's 6th. Both teams have 6 fouls. 34.8 seconds to play. As the ball comes out to Schrems, and a foul on Hammer, and that will be it for Hadley Hammer. She'll foul out with 4 points. Those came in the first quarter. The Schrems will have one of the bonus coming to her.
At the line, shooting 2 for the Lady Dragons, number 10, Maya Schrems.
Olivia Pointer will check back in the game for Coach Piper Lindsay. And the last two times we played each other, there's been close games. Free throw is good for Schrems. 35-30 last year at Barren, 45-44 here 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it gives you some confidence. You don't like moral victories, but if you take anything from it, you're playing a tight game against probably a 20-25 win team tonight.
Yeah, 46-41 Greene County, a 3 by Pointer. Good! That was way out.
Yeah.
For a People's Bank 3-point shot, Olivia Pointer's first points of the game at 23 seconds to play. That was about at least a 27-footer.
Yeah, she's not scared to shoot it. I know she hasn't had many opportunities within the last couple of years, so that one pulled us within 2. And never know what happens right now. Greene County is not a super free throw shooting team. Schrems just went to the line and made one of the 2. So you can't waste any time picking and choosing who to foul. You just need to, basically, if you don't get the turnover, foul whoever it comes into. Take your chances, and no matter what, they would have to miss one for you to have an opportunity to tie it up.
46-44, 23 seconds to play. The Greene County's basketball. Bring the length of the floor. You go back and look at free throws tonight for the Trojanettes. 0 of 4 here in the second half. 3 of 4 in the first half. And free throws are very important, and especially in close games. And
you would like to get to the line probably more than 7 times, too.
Perrion will put it in play against the Barren County full court pressure. Oh, almost a bad pass. We're going to have a foul call.
Yeah, we had a chance at it. We were kind of looking the other way, and they just lobbed it over our head.
Barren County, number 22, Pettigo, her 4th.
Bailey Pettigo picks up her 4th. Team 7th, the 1-1 for Shrems. She's 2 of 4 at the line tonight. 22.1 seconds to play. First one is up and in, so she'll get the bonus.
Greene County's got 2. We've got 1 timeout, I think, left.
And she missed that one. The ball's tipped out. Bailey Pettigo's got it. A 3 can tie it here with 17 seconds to play. Mallory Pettigo goes under and puts it up and in. And a timeout by Barren County.
Yeah, you did the right thing there. You don't have to settle for a 3. You're down 3, but if they give you a wide open layup, and that was pretty much a wide open layup, you take it. Piper takes her last timeout to set up the pressure. Face guard, don't let anybody run out on you. I think they tried to possibly set up something like that last time, so look for that here. If you have a center fielder and don't put somebody on the ball, you completely take that away, but I think you want to go all out face guard pressure here.
So we got a 47-46 ball game with 14.1 seconds to play. Olivia Pointer knocked down a 3-point shot. Bailey Pettigo's hit 3 threes tonight. Mallory Pettigo with 1.
Been spread around pretty well.
Yeah.
Everybody that's played has contributed offensively.
That was the last time out by Barren County. And it'll be Perrion to toss the ball in. And presses on by the Trojanettes. Ball comes into Judd, and she's fouled immediately by Bertram. Her second. That'll be the team's 9th of the second half. And so that'll send Judd to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 there tonight.
So now, no matter what, make both, miss both, whatever, you've got a chance to, at worst, tie the basketball game.
And here's a shot going up. It's good for Judd. That'll make it 48-46 Greene County. Bonus try for Hannah Judd. On the way, she got that one. And Chris Blades will call a full timeout with 13.4 seconds to go. Greene County leading 49-46. And they changed it to a 30. Well, after tonight, the Trojanettes will be off until next Tuesday when they play Allen County Scottsville.
Getting beat now by 21.
By South Warren?
By South Warren. South Warren, one poll you got there in front of you rated 3. The other one rated 1 in the region. I definitely think they're a top 3 team. Maya Lasley, who is a top 20 player in the state, according to the Courier-Journal, who's just a junior.
Yeah. Here we go, 49-46. Barron's basketball. They go in the corner to Bertram. She goes baseline, kicks it back out for a 3-point shot. It won't go by Pointer. Rebound to Greene County, and we're going to foul here with 1.9 seconds to play.
Thought it was going to sneak over the front of the rim. It looked good. It was just short right off the front of the rim. And you can't ask for a better shot. We actually threw it down in the corner. The defense collapsed on Emily and kicked it back out.
Bailey Pettigo fouls out of the game. She'll join Hadley Hammer. Bailey Pettigo with 13 points tonight to lead the Trojanettes in scoring. Bertram has 12. Free throw is good for Shrems. Shrems only 1 field goal tonight.
Didn't score at all in the first half. Majority of her points are free throws.
And she hits both. 51-46. Greene County, 1.9 to play. And midcourt shot by Mallory Pettigo. No good. That will end the game. Trojanettes fall here in Greensburg tonight, 51-46 to the Greene County Lady Dragons.
to a Spalding basketball, which is a darker leather, definitely more recognizable in the difference between. And a lot of coaches, including, obviously I'm not a coach, but including me, I believe the ball is much slicker. It's harder to grip, and it's just a little different feel to the Rawlings basketballs that they've used in the past. But the kids have had since October 15th, and really before, since there's no season limit, to get used to those basketballs. So you could use that as an excuse, but only somebody looking for an excuse would say that the basketball is causing a huge difference. A basketball is a basketball. Both teams play with it. Both teams put it in a 10-foot goal. So just a little cosmetic change you'll see in the game this year.
I always preferred a Rawlings wide seam.
Yeah, these are narrow seams. I'm 100% with you. I like more of a wide seam. I feel like it just feels better in your hand, but those basketballs definitely are slicker. They have narrow seams, and for a shooter, especially somebody like Branson London, who's a senior, just been accustomed to really his whole playing career playing with that Rawlings basketball, and now his senior year gets switched off. He's not going to use that as an excuse, but it definitely is something he has to get used to, and as does everybody else in the state.
Starters being introduced, the Trojans to our right, the Dragons to our left. Barren County burgundy uniforms with white numbers and lettering outlined in gold. Greene County will be in white with gold numbers outlined in green, and Dragons in green outlined in gold. Jared Coomer, 6'7", junior for Barren County in the jump circle. We'll go up against 6'5", junior Isaac Young for Greene County. Greene County out of District 18, of course. They play with Hart County, Caverna, and LaRue County. It's mentioned about Hart County. The boys we played at Hart Memorial this year, the girls at Munfordville Elementary, because Hart County's building a new high school, new gym, and everything else. Yep. So make mention of that later in February. Barren County moving right to left. Here's a toss, a tap, and it's high tapped, and it's going to be taken by the Dragons as Landis will give it off now to Troxel. Troxel picks up his dribble, slapped away by Arterman from behind, loose ball, but picked back up by Greene County. Going in for the shot, it's no good, and it is Jared Coomer with the rebound. Off to Parker Stevens. Stevens down into London, and he walked.
See a walk call 20 seconds into the boys' game, and there were probably 10, if not 15 walks collectively in the girls' game, and I don't think they called one.
Troxel will bring it up for Greene County. Works against Stevens. Right side to Landis. Landis looking. Back out top around the perimeter. They give it over to Troxel again. Back out front now to Goff. Right side it goes to Emery. Emery across the lane now to Landis. Back out to Troxel to set it up. Barren County man-to-man defense. Get rid of it to Landis. Landis out top now to Emery. Emery back over to Troxel on the left side. And now here's Goff with it right of the circle. Now in the corner, Emery heads toward the lane. He'll go over the left side. A little pump fake. They drive in. Shot, scoop shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded over Emery. Trying to go back up with it. A foul on the Trojans.
Good defense to get him to take an unforced shot, but we're not happy with giving up an offensive rebound and a chance for them to earn the points at the line.
Garrett Arterburn picking up the first foul. 2 shots coming to Jordan Emery, 6'1" senior. 3 seniors, 2 juniors in the starting lineup for Greene County. Free throws good for Emery. Already making a substitution as Hunter McCubbin, 6'2", 163 sophomore, checks in for Isaac Young. Somerset leads Glasgow at halftime, 31-16 in the girls' game on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Free throw no good for Emery. Rebound Arterburn. Parker Stevens will bring it up court for the Trojans. Met at midcourt by Troxel. Works left side, reverses right, gives to Jared Coomer. He wanted to drive, fell down with it, kept the dribble going, and we got a foul called on Greene County. Put it on Troxel as his first, team's first. Barren County's basketball out of the side. 1-0 Greene, 6:43 to play, first quarter. Stevens against Troxel. Picks up his dribble, jump pass, high post in there, inside to Bandy, left side or left-handed shot, no good, and rebound to Greene County. Here's Landis with the basketball. Straight away out to Troxel. Bounce pass over to Emery. Emery back out now to Landis. Oh, a bad pass as Troxel was breaking one way. Threw it into the Barren County bench. It'll be Trojans ball. Parker Stevens will bring it up for Barren. Works it across, gives it to Arterburn. Arterburn getting off the screen. He's going to fire up a three. It's short. And a rebound to Bandy. Bandy right of the lane. Looking. Still looking. Throws it out to London. London to the left elbow. Over to Jared Coomer. Coomer now picks up his dribble. Goes back to Stevens. Now Stevens works. Goes left elbow. Gives to Coomer on the left wing. Bounces in there to Bandy. Turnaround jump shot. 12-footer. Good. Bill Bandy gets the first 2 points of the season for the Barren County Trojans. He gives the Trojans a lead 2-1. Right side is Landis, covered up by London. He wants to drive against London. Goes to the basket, puts it up, and a foul on Branson London. That'll be his first. Second team foul on Barren. 2 shots coming for Isaac Landis of Greene County. First free throw is good for Landis. Chase Dial, 6', 200-pound senior, checking into the Trojan lineup. Comes in for Branson London. Landis back at the free throw line. Second shot is good. All 3 points coming to the free throw line. Greene County putting on some pressure now. Cross-court pass comes to Dial, sends it down to Bandy. Bandy fakes, goes baseline, spins, throws it out to Jared Coomer. Over to Stevens, right wing three, no good. Bandy getting the offensive rebound, double team, and a foul on Greene County. Bandy really fighting in there for the board.
That's why he's a starter as a freshman. 2 offensive rebounds on back-to-back possessions and kept it alive. Won't get it out under.
Foul on McCubbins, his first, team second. As Stevens tosses in play to Bandy. Now he wants to drive with it, pulls up, free throw line shot. Looked like he may have got fouled. He did.
Don't get it late.
Yeah, it's going to be on Young, his first, team's third. 2 shots for the freshman, Will Bandy.
He had to force it up, and because he had to adjust that shot there, that's what drew the late whistle.
The first one's no good. He'll have another one. Greene County 3, Barren County 2, 5:08 to play here in the first quarter. Bandy, second toss on the way, got that one. 3-3. Greene County with a basketball. Troxel's got it. He'll bring it across the timeline. On the left side, gets rid of it to Emery. He's in a trap, trying to dribble out of it. Gives it back over to Troxel. Fires it down in there underneath, and a shot put up and in by Goff.
Tried to go with the jump trap there and let the first guy out. The ball movement got him a layup.
5-3 Greene County. Stevens left side over to Arterburn. Gets a screen from Coomer. He's going to drive strong in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Couldn't finish on that one.
Got to the rim,
yeah,
but couldn't get it in.
Landis with it for Greene. Driving against Chase Dial. Spins. Dumps it off underneath Emery. Shot blocked by Coomer. Emery's got it back, though, for Greene. He's going to fire up an 18-footer. That's good.
Jared actually went up with both hands and rejected that. Just a soft block, but couldn't corral it.
7-3. Now Coomer gives to Stevens. Left side of the circle. Wants to drive to the right. Got an illegal screen. And they're going to put it on Bandy, his first. That'll be the team's third.
Right in the middle of everybody, it's hard to get away with an illegal screen.
Greene County's basketball as Goff will toss it in. Comes into Troxel. Troxel heads to the right. Gets rid of it to Landis. Landis looking out to Emery. Swings it left side over to Troxel. Troxel now against Parker Stevens. Goes right side with it to Goff. Now back to Emery. Emery out of the right side against Coomer. 3:57 to play. First quarter. 7-3 Greene County. Here's Landis against Chase Dial. Kind of cleared out for him. 3-pointer in the air. No good. Coomer with a rebound for Barren. Gives rid of it to Stevens. Back to Coomer. He'll go right side with it to Arterburn. Hardware on the dribble. Cross-court pass over to Dial. He can't shoot the three. Back out it comes to Stevens. Man-to-man pressure by Greene County. Left side is Dial. Feeds it down in there to Arterburn. He puts it up and in for a People's Bank shot.
Spread the defense out that time and just a face cut right in front of the basket.
7-5. Trojans trail by 2. 3:15 to play opening quarter. They go down inside to Emery. He flips it up. It's no good. Coomer with a rebound. Up court it goes to Dial. Dial heads toward the paint. It's deflected. And here's Bandy putting up the jumper. It won't go. And rebound to Landis for Greene. Racing down the floor with it. And they're going to call him for turning it over. Palm the basketball, and it goes back to the Trojans.
Yeah, Jared cut him off and had to dribble over top. That was an easy call.
Tyler Smith, 6'2", 230, a junior, in for the Trojans. And Tyler Mosby, 6', 217, junior for Barren. Again, only 2 seniors on this Barren County team. Branson London will return as well, one of the seniors. Chase Dials, the other senior. So now Branson London will handle the point. He'll work against Troxel. Bounce pass over to Dial. Dial turns against his defender. He throws it down in there to Mosby. Mosby pump fake off the glass. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. A whistle. Going to have a foul on Tyler Smith, I believe. Trying to grab it from behind. And on Smith, his first. That'll be the team's fourth. 2:46 to play here in the first. Barren County trailing 7-5 as Troxel will bring it up for the Dragons. Troxel working against London out there. Sends it over to Goff on the right side. Back out to Emery. Left side is Landis. Wants to move in a lot of traffic. Throws it up. It's no good. We got a foul call. Landis will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Chase Dial, that'll be his first personal, number 5 on Barren here in the first half. And at the line, Isaac Landis. He's already 2 for 2 from there, and he hits that one.
Yeah, this will be their 5th and 6th free throw of the first quarter. Not real happy probably with the way they've been able to get to the rim and draw fouls on us.
In for Greene County is Dennis Rose, 5'8", 130, a sophomore. Free throw by Landis. He missed that one. Ball knocked up in the air, knocked out of bounds. And somebody didn't grab it. It's going to go back to Greene County. Eight to 5. Dragons lead it over the Trojans with 2:29 to play in the first quarter. Ball comes out to Landis. He'll fire it up for 3. Short. And rebound to Mosby for Barren. Off it goes to London. London back to Mosby on the left side. Hands it off to Dial. Dial will send it over to Coomer. Gets away from his defender. Pulls up an 18-foot jumper. That's no good. He gets knocked to the floor. And Jared Coomer will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Trojans. Foul is on Goff. His first, team's 4th.
Where we've scored a ton, and I mean a ton of points over the last few years, is from Nick Nabe running that fast break and getting a lot of points that way, and then getting a lot of points off turnovers. Through almost 6 minutes, we've not really been able to do either.
Yeah.
And if this team is going to put points on the board, I really think that they cannot be successful 100% of the time in a half-court setting.
Coomer hits the second of the 2. 8 to 6, Greene County. Parker Stevens back in the Trojan lineup for Jared Coomer. So right now we got Mosby, Stevens, Smith, London, and Dial on the court for Barren. Working with it out front is Rose. Neatly got away with a walk there. Here's Mosby, or rather Emery. Emery working a lot of traffic, lost the handle, picks it back up, trying to go up with it, and they'll call a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Trojans.
Very sloppy there. Somebody's got to sacrifice their body and put their nose right on that ball, act like it's a fumble and go in there and get it instead of just letting it get batted around and Greene County come up with it there. Fortunately, we were able to put a hand on it in the end to get the jump ball to get the possession back.
Stevens will bring it up across the midcourt stripe. He'll work against Landis. Angles off left, gives to Smith at the left elbow. Hands it off out there to Dial. Dial can't break free for a shot. Now he will. 3 in the air. Good. Chase Dial knocking down the People's Bank three-point shot, and all tied at 8 here with 1:35 to play in the first quarter.
They put a 2 on the scoreboard.
Did they? I thought he got a 3 on that one. But anyway, it's tied at 8. Here's Embry with the basketball. Sends it out now to Landis. He'll want to work against Dial. Back out to Rose. Left side is Zyler Barden, who's in the ball game now, 6-foot sophomore. And we're going to have a foul on Barren County.
Going to be in the bonus.
Yeah, Mosby picks up his first, so 6 players have a foul apiece.
Not even in the second quarter yet. Greene County is going to be the benefactor of shooting free throws the last 9 minutes and 15 seconds of the first half.
Dragons basketball left of the hoop. Barden will toss it in. Barden lobs it out and over the head of Landis. He chases it down to the backcourt. Gets rid of it back to Barden. He'll go cross-court with it over to Rose. Down in the corner now to a new player in the ball game. That's 23. I don't have him on the roster, I don't think. We'll have to check it out. And here's a pass almost thrown away. Barden there to get it. Chases it down. Hands it back off to Landis. 55 seconds to play. That's Brody Bush who's in the ball game. Got a different number. And we got another foul on the Trojans.
Wanted a charge on that one. I thought we were going to get it, but nope.
They put it on Chase Dial, his second, team 7th. 52.7 seconds to play, 8-8 ball game, and Landis is 3 of 4 from the stripe. Shot goes up and it's good. He'll get the bonus. 9-8 Greene County.
We got 1 field goal the whole game.
Second one is up and it's good. 10-8 Greene County. 50 seconds to play opening quarter. Stevens works it across the line. Races down the left side. Gives to Coomer. Back out to Stevens. And now Stevens will work out there against Rose. Gives it back to Coomer. Long range right. Down low with Smith. Pump fake. Throws it up. Blocked. And then taken away in there by Young.
We got to score that. We can't let the defense come on top of us and then put the shot up. We got to turn and score it. They've got 2 field goals in the whole first quarter.
Right.
Instead of 1.
Yeah. Embry and Goff. 23 seconds to play. Greene County 10, Barren County 8. As Landis works against Jared Coomer. And there's the 5 count. 8 count, whatever.
I think he
seemed more like 8.
I thought he stopped for a second and actually started again, but maybe he got 2 on one hand and 3 on the other and gave us a 5-second violation. Chance to tie it up or take the lead with maybe a last possession here with 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Stevens brings it across. Bounce pass off to Coomer. Coomer trying to break free with a shot. Splits the defenders. Lost the handle. Dribbled it back, though. Gives to Arter. Put it up. And not in time. That will end the quarter. Greene County 10. Barren County 8. We'll come back in the second quarter after this timeout as you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
What's the best kind of data? Unlimited data. That's why Boost Mobile is introducing our unlimited gig plan. You heard that right. Unlimited gigs of data for just $50 a month. Metro PCS only gives you 8 gigs of 4G LTE for that much. Even a kid knows unlimited gigs is better than 8. Duh. And now you even get a free Samsung Galaxy J3 when you switch to Boost Mobile's unlimited gig plan. You can stream more, snap more, and fly through it all on our fast 4G LTE network. So what would you rather get? 8 gigs or unlimited gigs? It's that simple. Ditch Metro's 8 gig limit. Switch to Boost Mobile's unlimited gig plan and get yourself a free Samsung Galaxy J3 today. Free phone available only for new $50 activation porting in at select retailers until 12/31/16 or while supplies last. Limit 1 device per customer. Includes unlimited domestic call, text, and data. International extra. Video streams optimized at up to 480p plus resolution and music at extreme quality. Data deprioritization applies during congestion. Coverage and offers not available everywhere. Restrictions apply. See participating dealer for details.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. This is Trojan assistant football coach Nathan Peters, and we are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, statistician Ryan Messner with us here at Greene County High in Greensburg. Trojans trailing 10-8. Barron's only 3 of 10 that first quarter shooting. Greene County 2 of 8. Here's Landis with it deep on the right side. Halfway to the corner, guarded by Branson London. 10-8, Greene County leads it. Landis brings it back out, hands it off to Goff. Goff, he's guarded out there by Arterburn. Now bounces back, a bad pass, going to come out of bounds as his teammate was working the other way. That was Troxel. So Barren County will have the basketball. Turnovers 3 for Barren the first quarter. Green had 4.
Very passive first quarter offensively for the Trojans. We ran a couple of plays, 4 people multiple times, and they didn't even run the play or want to score. We've got to have kids look to score. Remember, these are role players in the last year that now are going to be asked to get us buckets. They've got to realize that, and what's frustrating is they did that in the scrimmages.
Stevens for 3, it's short. And rebound to Embry for the Dragons. Embry pulls up now, dribbling across, and hands it off to Goff. They go now to Landis with it, deep on the left against Coomer. Going to drive against Jared. He'll put up the shot, and no good. Battle for the rebound. Young puts it back up, no good. Battle again for the rebound, taken out there by Arterburn for the Trojans. Arterburn, right side of Bandy. Fakes. Wants to drive baseline. He's cut off by Young. Comes out to Coomer. He fell down. Got tripped from behind by Embry, and that'll be his first. 5 on Greene County here in the first half. Trojans will take it out of the side with 6:48 to play here in the second quarter, down 10-8. Actually, we'll take it out underneath the basket. Arterburn will toss it in. Comes down the corner to Bandy. He'll throw it to Stevens. He's guarded closely by Troxel. Now Arterburn open for a 3. No good. Rebound in there by Troxel.
Good look, but he was fading away as he was leaving his position, throwing the ball in bounds.
Troxel into the front court against Branson London. Right side it comes to Embry. Now Embry will bring it out. Gives it to Troxel. Left side over to Landis, looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Coming out to get it is Embry, top of the key. Going to drive left. He'll give it off to Landis. Guarded by Stevens. Back out now comes to Troxel. Embry back out front. Around the perimeter left to Troxel. Troxel dribbles around the top of the horn. Now curls back out with it. 2 minutes gone here in the second. Barren County trailing 10-8. And now here's a pass to Goff. They feed it over to Embry. He's going to drive to the basket, puts it up and in.
That's their first field goal in quite some time. Been stuck on 10 forever.
Jared Coomer for 3, short off the left side of the rim. Bandy gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Spins in the lane.
That's his 3rd offensive rebound and 4th overall for the game to go along with his couple of buckets.
12-10. Greene County leads it by 2. 5:26 to play here in the first half. Pass coming over the right side as he's trapped. That's Goff. Now here's Troxel. Lobs it in there to Young. Left of the lane. Kicks it out to Landis for a 3. It spins out. The rebound to Troxel. Back up and in.
Can't be happy there. Troxel just standing in front of one of our kids and got it and put it right up and in.
14-10. Greene County. Arterburn giving it out to London. Leaves it with Stevens to set it up. Stevens on the dribble, bounce pass left side over to Arterburn. Looking for Coomer. He's got it. He'll throw it up. It is good. Tough shot. Derek Coomer gets his first field goal of the game, and Warren Cunningham wants a 30-second timeout. 4:47 to play here in the first half. Greene County 14, Barren County 12.
Over the last few years, our go-to kind of get some energy is to go into that run and jump half-court defense. We've done that twice tonight. The first time, we let them break the press, and they got a layup. That time, they got out of it. We were just fortunate that they missed a 3. So we're not executing that really well. We're not getting any benefit from it. We're not getting them to turn it over. And really, we're a better basketball team than Greene County, and we're just playing extremely passive, and I think we're really letting them try to dictate the flow when we've got another notch or two that we can turn it up and really get after it and push the pace and establish the pace and see if we can put a little distance between us. First, we got to take the lead, though.
Yeah. 4:42 to play, first half, 14-12. Stevens, Arterburn putting the pressure on Troxel, and they have to call a timeout.
Yeah, there was a little switch, just a little one-on-one pressure. Then didn't expect it whatsoever, and I'm not sure why he called timeout. Mainly because none of the other of his teammates really looked up to see that it needed help. All they had to do was come up, and he could have easily tossed the ball to one of them.
So Coca-Cola timeout over to Coke and enjoy the game as the Trojans trail 14-12 with 4:38 to play here in the first half. This second quarter brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. We'll have another look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard coming up shortly.
Yep, I'll get one for you real quick. Bullet East up 4. Bullet East, good team in their region, up 45-41 over Warren Central after 3.
Landis in a trap for Green. Dribbles out of it, goes the basket, crashes into Jared Coomer.
Let him out of the trap again, but that time Jared Coomer squared his shoulders and drew the charge.
So Landis, that'll be his first. That's 6 on Greene County here in the first half. Barren County basketball. Parker Stevens will bring it up. Stevens starts his move against Troxel. On the high post is Coomer. Underneath, in there to Tyler Smith for the easy People's Bank shot.
Kind of got on Tyler for waiting for the defense to come to him early, and I think Warren even said the same thing in the quarter break. That time he caught it and flipped it right up over his shoulder. Didn't hesitate.
They're tied at 14 now. Here's Troxel. Right side over to Landis. Landis looking. Backdoor pass is picked off by Parker Stevens. They try to go to Embry with it. Stevens picks it off, races into the front court. Goes to Branson London. Long three, no good. Long rebound offensively. Stevens underneath the Smith. He puts it up there.
And even though we didn't cash in initially off the transition, we kept it alive and got some buckets. We're kind of turning it up, getting some intensity now off some turnovers from Greene County.
16-14, Trojans lead by 2. Embry's in a trap. In trouble. And finds Landis. A whistle and a basket will not count. They're going to call a foul on the floor before Landis threw it over to Young.
Just a hair late rotating, or we would have had another steal.
Foul is on Tyler Smith. That'll be his second. Barren County's 8th of the half. Tyler Mosby will return to the court for Tyler Smith. Landis back of the line. He's 5 of 6 from there in the first quarter. And the shot goes up, and it is no good. Garrett Arden with a rebound. Arterburn brings it in front court, gets rid of it to Stevens. Stevens working around the left side, throws it up. It is no good. Rebound and Landis for Greene County. Landis out the left side. Out to Troxel. Troxel bounce pass over to Goff. Goff to the right elbow. Young back over to Landis. A little head fake 3. He'll drive. Kicks it back over to Young on the left side. Bounces back out to Troxel to set it up. With 2:49 to play here in the first half in a low-scoring ball game. Barren County by 2, 16-14. Troxel gives it off to Embry. Embry wants to drive against Coomer. He'll work inside. Forces up the shot. It is no good. Hardman with a rebound, gets knocked to the floor, should have a foul there. Here comes Coomer, and he finally gets fouled. This will be on Embry. His second, that'll be the team's 7th. Trojans will be in a bonus, and Jared Coomer will step to the free throw line for the 1-1.
He threw it up after he got fouled from about 35 feet, and he banked it in, trying to ag the referee on to give him the and one, but I don't think that's much of a possibility. Knock on wood, I'll say this now and regret it later, but the officiating when we're in the 5th region usually is a little suspect, but it's been really
not too bad.
Really decent tonight, yeah.
Coomer hits the first of the 1-1. He'll have the bonus. 4 points for the 6'7" junior. Gives the Trojans a 17-14 lead. Bonus try on the way. Bounces and rolls in. 18-14, Barren. 2:28 to play here in the first half. Troxel with the basketball for Green. Being chased out there, double team, throws it across over to Rose. Rose drives, throws it off the right side, shot up, no good. Rebound to Branson London. Bounce pass off to Arterburn. Arterburn racing into the front court. He'll give it to Coomer. Back to London, takes the three, he walked.
Yeah, I like the tempo now much better. Even though that was a mistake, we're still putting ourselves in positions much better now when we're at this tempo than we were before.
Here's Troxel. Needs to get it across. Bounce pass off to Rose. He'll send it down in there and across. Landis lost the handle, but taken back by his teammate, which is a new player in the ball game, Hunter McCubbins. Here's a three, but Troxel straight away, no good. Top of the key, long rebound. Stevens will let it go out of bounds. Barren will get it with a minute 48 to play here, 49 to play in the first half. Will Bandy will return to Coach Warren Cunningham's lineup for Garrett Arterburn.
They have two field goals this quarter. They had two the first, two the second. They're just not scoring a whole lot, and they're going big gaps between buckets.
Parker Stevens will bring it up for the Trojans. They're at the floor spread out here.
3-2, 1-2-2 type zone now.
In the middle of the Bandy, he turns and fires. 17-footer, no good. Rebound to Troxel. Good look, just wouldn't go.
Right.
Troxel, right side, hands it off to McCubbins. McCubbins against Tyler Mosby. Sends it to Rose, around the top of the horn. Now hands it back off to Landis. Landis, crossover dribble, leaves it out there with McCubbins. Shot blocked by London, but he got it back. Dumps it over, broken up by Bandy. Long pass down to London. He'll lay it up and in.
Branson kind of started all that with the block and got the reward on the other end.
20-14, Barren by 6, 58 seconds to play here in the first half. Cross-court pass goes to McCubbins. He'll go back out to Troxel. Troxel back to McCubbins. He wants to drive. Oh, collision. Oh, we're going to call a blocking foul on Mosby.
Well, what'd I say a while ago?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that wasn't just a charge where he led with this. It was like he was a running back where he was trying to push the defender out of the way.
It's going to be 2 on Tyler Mosby. Dial has 2. Smith has 2. Now Mosby with 2. And he will come out. Garrett Arterburn back in. 49.6 seconds to go here in the first half. At the line for Greene County is Hunter McCubbins. For McCubbins. Shot goes up. It is no good, but an offensive rebound. Trying to force it back up. No. And then the ball slapped away. Coomer's got it for Barren. With 43.2 seconds to play. And Stevens now will bring it up. Gets rid of it to Arterburn. Arterburn down to the corner to Bandy. Bandy cross-court pass, a looper over to London. Over to Arterburn. Now with 28 seconds to play. Stevens has got it. Back to Arterburn, down to the corner to Bandy. Cross-court pass back over to London. London wants to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Foul on Barden, his first, team's 8th. 21 for Branson London. London puts it up and in.
That scored them 13-4 this quarter, and that's why we've put a little distance. Since we turned up the pressure and turned up the intensity and changed the pace over to the way we want to play.
Bonus try, good again for London. 22-14, Trojans with 22 seconds to play before halftime. And it's Barden with the basketball in a trap. Gets rid of it to Rose. Rose dribbles around London. Leaves it in the corner. And a shot in the air that is no good. Offensive rebound. Barden puts it back up and in, and a foul. Foul on Jared Coomer. That'll be his first. Team's 10th. Is that 2 on Coomer? No, 1. That's only his first. Shot goes up good for Barren. 3-point play. 22-17, 5 seconds to go. Coomer launches it up, long three, no good. And rebound to the Dragons. That ends the first half. Here at halftime, it's Barren County 22, Greensboro 83-47. Trojans basketball to start this third quarter. Branson London, Parker Stevens, Jared Coomer, Garrett Arterburn, Will Bandy starting this second half as Barren County moves left to right. Stevens trying to go back door to London. He's going to fire up a three. No. Rebound taken by Embry. Chased it down. He'll bring it up court. Dribbles between his legs and now sends it out to Troxel to set up against Parker Stevens. Troxel left side over to Embry. Looking for Cutter. Nobody there. They throw it away. Cross court. Barren County's ball.
Another instance, it's not necessarily going to go down on a stat sheet, but it was just a timing error down here. We probably had Branson on the back door, but him and Parker were just a little off on their timing, and that didn't allow us to make that assist.
Parker Stevens, bounce pass high post. Coomer turns, goes strong to the basket, puts it up but short. And taken there by, I believe that was Young.
Yeah, the defender went with him, and Branson was open, but he took it.
Here's Landis out top. Gets rid of it out to Troxel. Troxel out near midcourt against Parker Stevens. Dribbles it left side, bounce pass off to Goff. He's going to float it up. It's good. 22-19. Trojans lead us 3. Parker Stevens with the basketball. Works against Troxel. Goes down to the corner to London. And we got a whistle away from the ball. Going to have a foul here on Barren County, and it's on 21.
No, I think it was Coomer. 12.
Okay. His second. Team's first the second half. Greene County's basketball. Troxel will bring it up. Troxel works it against Stevens. Goes to Landis on the right side. Landis, backdoor pass to Embry. Foul on Bandy's. He tried to go up with it.
You got to see that. It's kind of like defensive pass interference. When you don't turn your head back to the ball, they're going to call that foul. If you have your head around, you see it, and you probably pick that pass off.
Bandy, that's his second foul. Embry for 2. First one misses everything. Just brushed the net. Tyler Mosby comes in for Will Bandy. Embry back of the line. He's now 1 of 3 at the stripe tonight. Fires this one up. It's good. 22-20. They've scored the first 3 points of the second half. Barren yet to score with over a minute and a half gone here in the third. Stevens with the basketball, gives it off to London, lobs it down in there to Smith. He puts it up and in. Strong move to the basket.
His last 2 touches have looked much better than that first one.
6 points for Tyler Smith. It's 24-20. Barren with a 4-point lead. Landis with the basketball. He's in a trap. Gets it back out to Goff. Now to Troxel. Back over to Landis. Landis drives, spins. We're going to have a foul. Tyler Smith, that's his third. Team's third.
We're going to be in the bonus again in the third period like we were in the first period if the foul pace keeps up.
Chase Dial returning to the Trojan lineup for Tyler Smith. Landis will toss it in. It comes out to Young, right of the key. He'll go over to Goff on the left side. And it's broken up, stolen by London. Needs some help. And throws it off to Dial. He'll hand it to Stevens, and he'll bring it across to set it up.
Strength there by Branson to fight over top of it.
Dial, long 3, short. And stolen back by Arterburn. Fires in there to Mosby. He's in traffic. Back to London. London driving strong to the bucket. Puts it up and rolls it in.
Barely got it to go over the front of the rim. He had a tough angle off the glass.
Branson London, his 6 point. Slapped away, stolen by Dial. 26-20, Trojans lead it. And here's Parker Stevens on the right wing. Throws it back across over to London. Now London picks up his dribble, goes to Stevens. Stevens wants to drive. He goes in traffic, flips it up. It's no good. Blocking foul on Greene County. They're going to put this one on Young, his second. Team's first of the second half. And Parker Stevens will go to the free throw line for the Trojans, and he'll have 2. Free throw up, good. Hunter McCubbins checks into the Greene County lineup. He'll come in for Isaac Landis. 27-20. Trojans push the lead out to 7 here. A 5:08 to play third quarter. Stevens can't get that one to go, and almost tapped up in there by Arterburn underneath the net. Greene County has it the other way. Troxel brings it in front court against Stevens. Troxel wants to drive now. Curls out in the corner, double team. Now gives them to Landis, or rather to Embry. You got a foul. A shot goes down. Foul on Dial. His third, team's fourth. And that's 8 points now for Embry. 27-22 Trojans. And going to get Dennis Rose back in the game for Greene County. Jared Coomer returns for Barren County. He'll come in for Chase Dial. Embry at the line. It's up and it rims good. Greene County back within 4. Trojans 27, Dragons 23. 4:48 to play here in the third. Parker Stevens with the basketball for Barren. Bounce pass in the high post to Mosby. Fires it off to London, breaking the basket, puts it up and in, and a foul.
Wasn't an easy shot in traffic, but good catch.
Foul is going to be on Young, his third, team second. Trojans go back up 29-23. London can stretch it back out to 7 again, and he does. Old-fashioned three-point play for Branson London. He's got 9 points. Barren County 30, Greene County 23. 1-2-2 half-court trap applied by the Trojans. And there goes to Embry. Embry over to Troxel. Troxel being chased, double team now. Fires a pass off to Young, going to the basket. He puts it up and in. Nobody on the backside there. Easy 2 for Greene County. Arterburn on the left side, puts down the dribble. 30-25. Trojans up. So we come down to the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Firing in there to Coomer. He goes to the basket. Shot over the rim. Follow-up is good on the right side by Arterburn.
He just went up over top of Embry and got it and put it in all in one fell swoop.
32-25. There's Embry spinning, going up. Coomer almost took it away from him. He blocked it. London's got it. Got a 3-on-2 break. London going to the right side. Now gives it to Jared Coomer. Here's Tyler Mosby over to Arterburn. Slides over. Going to fire up a 3-point shot. It's short. Misses everything. Underneath the basket is Rose for Greene County. Rose, right side. They give it in the corner now to McCubbins. Now they work it in there to Young. He turns, he puts it up and in.
Need to body him up a little bit more than that. Pretty easy turnaround shot.
32-27. 5-point lead for the Trojans. 3:16 to play here in the third quarter. Parker Stevens, bounce pass off to Arterburn on the right wing. Arterburn looking for the cutter. Can't go to London. Trying to go to Coomer with it. Back out it comes to Stevens. Left side it goes to London. Out top, Mosby. Right side, Stevens. Looking for London. Can't go. Here's Coomer. Back out to Stevens. He's open for the 3. Air ball. And Jared Coomer saves it in bounds, but Greene County's got it. We're going to have a foul on Mosby. And that's going to be 3 on him. So now Mosby with 3, Dial with 3, Smith with 3. 15 foul of the Trojans here in the second half.
Drop back in a little zone here. 2-3 zone.
Troxel with the basketball out front. Angles off right, looks and throws it back around the perimeter left. Comes to McCubbins. They got the Troxel over the Rose. Rose the right side, looking. He's covered up by Arterburn. Back out it comes to McCubbins. Left side to Troxel. 2:25 left in the quarter. Cross-court pass is picked up by London. Here comes Arterburn with it. Arterburn driving to the hoop. He'll lay it up. It is good.
Arterburn does a nice job pushing the ball out in front of him. He doesn't dribble it right there beside his hip, so him pushing it out in front really allows him to get it up the floor like he did there, up and in.
Garrett Arterburn with 6 points, puts the lead back out to 7 for the Trojans at 34-27. Rose with it on the left side. Trojans in a zone defense, a 2-3. Right side is Troxel. Troxel brings it back out, gives it to Rose. Goes left side to Emery. Now Emery, cross-court pass back over to Rose. They go in there at the right elbow. In there to McCubbins. He walked. He's all over the place. And now ball knocked out of bounds. And they're going to give it back to Greene County. As Landis returns, Barden returns for Greene County. Minute 35 to play here in the third quarter. Comes out to Landis. He'll leave it with Rose. Trojans stay in a 2-3 zone. Right side, Landis. They go down to the corner now to McCubbins. Out to Emery. Now Rose with it out front. Minute 16 to play in the third. Go back to Landis. Back out now to Rose. Minute 10 to play. Right side is Barden. Now McCubbins with it. Back to Emery. Back out to Rose. The corner to Barden. 55 seconds to play here in the third. Here's Rose in between the circles. Left side, Barden. 3 in the air. No good. And battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. Wow.
That was a two-handed shot.
Yeah, London got pushed. No foul call. Greene County will get it back with 43.4. Arterburn going to check out, and Chase Dial is in. As Barden will inbound the basketball. Throws it out to McCubbins. And now ball slapped out of the hand, stolen by London. And we're going to get a foul in the backcourt on Rose. His first, team's third. Barren County's basketball with 38.3 seconds to play. Trojanettes falling tonight in the home opener, the season opener, 51-46 to the Greene County Lady Dragons. They'll be off till next Tuesday, and they take on Allen County Scottsville in a district game. Parker Stevens with it for Barren. Down to 30 seconds to go. Lobs it to Jared Coomer. Underneath the basket, ball gets away. Bandy's got it, puts it up. He's fouled. I didn't know if they were going to call that or not.
The guy right back here who probably had a better angle at it didn't, but the one underneath got the foul and will go to the line with 25.8 seconds left here in the third.
So Will Bandy steps to the free throw line. 1 of 2 tonight. 5 points in the first half. Has not scored here in the second half. Free throw up. Good. Garrett Arterburn back in the game for Chase Dial. In for the Dragons is Brody Bush, 6'2", 155 sophomore. 35-27 Trojans. Bandy, second toss of the way, no good. Arterburn trying to get the rebound, but it's taken from him. And here's Landis with it to the right side. Landis gives it out now to... It's Bobby Landis who's in the ball game. Got 2 Landises in there. 3-pointer in the air, no good. London with the rebound, 8 seconds to play. 3-on-2 break. London, bounce pass underneath to Stevens. He puts it up. It is no good. Ball gets away out of bounds, and going to go to Greene with 7/10 of a second. Here's Bobby Landis. Baseballs it across all the way down and hits the right side of the backboard. That ends the third quarter with a score. Barren County 35, Greene County 27. We come back with the final 8 minutes after this break. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Tattooed Heart, a brand new album from country legend Ronnie Dunn. New tracks that are destined to become classics, including There Ain't No Trucks in Texas and Damn Drunk. card. Available in stores and online now.
Don't keep your favorite memories buried in the basement. With everyone gathered for the holidays, now is the perfect time to send those old photos, cassettes, and home videos to Legacy Box, where we transfer your cherished memories to DVD or thumb drive and send them back to you in digital form, ready to watch, share, and relive. Order today to get your Legacy Box by Christmas and save 40% off your order when you go to legacybox.com/go. Get 40% off today at legacybox.com/go.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is John Hall, principal of Temple Hill Elementary School. Go Trojans.
Fourth quarter underway. Trojans 35, Greene County 27 here in Greensburg. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. And a bad pass taken by Bandy. Barron's got the numbers. Bandy all the way to the bucket. Lazy had it blocked. Looked like a foul.
Got to go up two-handed strong instead of just kind of trying to finger roll it with the left hand.
Yeah. Ball's loose on the floor. Scramble for. Jump ball. Oh, they're going to call a timeout.
Clearly there was some red jerseyed hands in there. But they get a timeout. As we're up 7-8. We're up 8, 35-27, just a few seconds into the fourth quarter. So those are the breaks you expect to get when you're on the road in the 5th region to go against you. Odd stat tonight, Jay. Neither team has hit a three-pointer. You don't see that very many times in the high school game anymore. We mentioned in the girls' game where it's almost predominantly layups and close-in shots or threes. There's not a whole lot of mid-range jumpers. Well, tonight, neither team been able to cash in. Greene County 0 of 7, and we're 0 of 10 from behind the arc.
Greene County's basketball as we get back to action. This fourth quarter brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Here's Landis in a trap on the left side. Splits the defenders. Loses a handle, and Arterburn's got it. 2-on-1 off to Stevens. Good pump fake. Puts it up. It's going to roll out. Oh, they got a goaltending. And let's see.
I didn't see who came in and grabbed. They grabbed the net. I don't think the ball was hanging on the front of the rim. I think it was going to fall off, but you still want to keep your hand away from there just by the off chance that somehow the wind blows and it goes the other way.
Foul on Goff, his second, team's 5th. And the shot spins out on Parker Stevens. He'll have one more. 35-27 Trojans. 7:25 left to go in the game. Shot goes up good for Parker Stevens, his second point of the game. 36-27. 9-point advantage for the Trojans. So they go 1-2-2. Half-court trap here. They fire it down. It's deflected out of bounds. And Barron's going to get it. It went off of Young. Nice defensive pressure by Jared Coomer. We're going to get a timeout by Keith Young and the Greene County Dragons. 7:16 and this Coca-Cola timeout. Trojans lead 36-27 over the Greene County Dragons.
Low-scoring game, just in case you're wondering. The lowest point total we put up last year was a 39-point effort the first time we played Bowling Green. The second lowest was a 46-point showing in the regional final against Bowling Green. So I think we're going to be able to surpass that 39 points, but probably not by a whole lot unless we get a flurry here in this last 7 minutes. Still, somehow, I'm not sure how, we've been able to, even in this low-scoring effort, get a distance of 9 points between us and Greene County.
Trojans have won the last 6 straight meetings against the Dragons.
They just got 9 field goals in the whole game. 4 in the third period, which is just one less than they had the whole first half. For what we talked about earlier, not having a whole lot of ball handlers back on this team, only 6 turnovers, you got to be happy with that.
Yeah.
So we have taken care of the basketball and given ourselves chances to make plays and put points in the board.
Right. Jared Coomer in the circle gives over to London. They try to go down to Smith.
That's a good post move. That's what that is. Tyler Smith's going to be called with the foul, but he had his arm up. If
that guy that had never played basketball in his life, or he's probably about 5'5", so he's never played the post, so he doesn't know that's how you post up.
Tyler Smith's fourth personal foul. That's a 16 foul on the Trojans. With 6:55 to play here in the ball game. Barren up by 9. As the Trojans trap the ball, Embry's got it right side. He dribbles, goes baseline, spins. He pushed off Jared Coomer. Here's Landis with it now. Splitting defenders, goes in for the basket, puts it up and in.
That was a blatant push-off on the other end. If you're going to call it even, you got to call that push-off on the guard like you called the arm bar down here on Tyler Smith, who just was a stronger kid posting up.
Here's Garrett Arterman in there to Smith, over to Stevens, in the corner to London for 3. Bang!
Good extra pass by the point guard to get the assist. And our first 3 of the game.
First People's Bank 3-point shot of the game. Puts the Trojans up with their longest lead tonight at 10, 39-29. In the corner is Embry. Fires it down now to Troxel, top of the circle. He backs away against Parker Stevens. Left side it comes to Goff. Goes down to the corner to Landis. Landis looking back to Goff. He'll send it back out to Embry, and over around it goes to Troxel. High arching 3. High off the mark. Rebound Landis back up and in.
Well, we're in a zone because we want them to shoot those threes and beat us from out there because they haven't hit one all night. And then, lo and behold, we let an offensive rebound fall right in their lap for a putback.
39-31. Here's Smith with a high post right. Hands it off out there to London. Another 3.
Yeah. Good. Got the benefit of a roll there. The play was set up nicely as he came off the screen, got his shoulders and feet set, and got a friendly bounce.
Yeah, full timeout here by Coach Warren Cunningham. Coca-Cola timeout, and I thought we had another score here, but I think that was an old one from,
like I said earlier in the game, the new ball. I don't think Brenson's going to have any complaints with the new ball with that bounce that he got there for his second 3 back-to-back. See if we can get you a score or 2. Just a few games of interest. There's a ton of games, but just a few games that we can check on and get scores. Warren East is up big, 69-33 over Metcalf. Metcalf's just really struggled over the last few years. South Warren 36, Allen County 32. That's halfway through the third period. As we've said, that's our next 2 opponents. Warren Central looks like has defeated Bullitt East. That's a 62-55 score. The Potter kid for Central had 28 in that game. I think that's all I'm going to be able to get you there, James.
Well, the Trojans have an 11-point lead here with 5:26 to play. They're the longest of the game. And Troxel will have it for Greene County. Working against Stevens. Straight away over to Goff. Goff on the dribble. And now wants to work with it. He's in a trap. Bounces back off to Troxel. Troxel in trouble. Bounces off in there to Emery. Emery around the free throw line. Goes in traffic. Forces up the shot. And they're going to call an offensive foul.
Mosby tried to get one earlier and got called for the block. That time there was hardly any doubt. Both officials, the one underneath and on the side, both had a charge.
So that is Embry's 3rd foul. Dragons 6th in the ball game. We're at 5 minutes to play. Trojans 42, Greene County 31. Parker Stevens off to Mosby. Mosby high post. Pivots around, gives it over to Stevens. Dumps it down to there to Coomer. Working inside, shot won't go. Going to call traveling on Coomer.
Yeah, he did. He jumped backwards before he put the ball on the floor.
So Greene County's basketball, 4:45 to play. And it's Troxel. Working on the left side. Reverses back out, gives it to Landis. Now Landis wants to drive, splits the defenders, trying to throw it in traffic there in a crowd, and it's knocked out of bounds by Barren.
Said it was deflected. Didn't see who deflected it. I thought it just went straight out of bounds.
Landis will toss it in for the Dragons, right side of their basket, as still looking, gets it into Emery. He'll throw it up and in over to London.
Yeah, just kind of lulled us to sleep there, and Branson sat down playing defense, got him curled right in front of him.
42-33, and we got a whistle as Stevens went to the deck This foul is going to be on Troxel, his second. That'll put the Trojans in the bonus for the remaining 4:19. Final score in tonight, Warren East 80, Metcalfe County 35.
Metcalfe and Warren East split in that doubleheader tonight.
Yep. Stevens cans the first. Makes it 43-33. And hits them both. Puts it back out to an 11-point lead for Barren, 44-33, 4:19 to play. Troxel with the basketball. Sends it left side over to Landis. Landis back out now to Goff. He'll go right over to Troxel. Looking inside. Now puts down one dribble. Throws it back out to Landis. Right side it goes to Troxel. Back to Landis. Swings it left over to Goff. Bounces down to Young. Back out to Troxel. He'll go over to Landis. Spots up for the three. No. Offensive rebound by Embry. Slapped back by at Arterburn. Wow. Out of bounds right on the end line.
Yeah, that was just a good, clean smack at the ball. Kind of fortunate because really the ball landed right in front of him and a guy that wasn't checked out.
So Greene County will have the ball underneath the left side of the bucket. Troxel will toss it in. Underneath and put up and in by Landis on that right side of the lane. 44-35. Chase Dial out to Stevens with 3:42 to play. Troxel putting pressure on Stevens out front. Dribbles left, reverses back right, needs some help. Fires it off to Arterburn, going to the bucket, and he missed it. It was partially blocked, but Coomer got it. He'll throw it back out to Dial.
A little better timing that time on the play that we tried to run earlier.
Stevens driving in a crowd, forces up the shot and got it to go down from the hip. I'm not sure how he got that one to go, but he did.
He was in a crowd, hung in the air.
46-35. Trojans up by 11 again. And here's Landis driving, flips it up and in. Boy, he just took it to the hoop. 8 points in this quarter for Landis. He's got 13 in the game. 46-37, Barren, 3 minutes to play. Stevens with the basketball for the Trojans. Driving in the lane, throws up the shot, got it to roll over the rim.
Parker answering.
And here's Embry with the basketball. 48-37 Trojans. Troxel with it now. And here's Goff, unloads a three, no good. Boy, Embry over the top of everybody.
Wow.
And they're going to call it a jump ball.
Wow, he came over the top for a piggyback ride almost. And that's the only way he could have tied the ball up. We still get the ball, though. Up 11, 2:33 to play. Parker has the ball, and he's made a couple nice drives the last two possessions to kind of stretch out and give us some cushion.
Jared Coomer feeds it to Arterburn. We got a holding foul. And it'll be 1-1 for Garrett Arterburn. Rose picks up his second personal. Number 8 against Greene County here in the second half. Garrett Arterburn, first trip to the free throw line for the 6'1 junior. 6 points tonight. Puts it up. It is good. 49-37. 2:22 to play. Chase Dial checks out. Branson London back in. And here's Arterburn putting it up and in. They'll get a full timeout here by Coach Warren Cunningham. 2:22 to play. Barren County 50, Greene County 37. Again, don't forget we'll be at South Warren Friday night. Trojans JV and varsity teams taking on the Spartans. JV game at 6 o'clock. Boys game, a varsity game to follow around 7:15 or so. We'll be on there at 7 o'clock Friday night from South Warren High School in Bowling Green.
It's taken us a while, but we finally hit the 50-point mark tonight. Just kind of a slow, steady pace that we established and finally found a little comfortability and turning up the tempo and just taking it to Greene County a little bit. Still plenty of things to correct. You got a couple of days of practice before you will go to South Warren, and then it comes at you quick like it always does. Those 2 district games next week.
you should have probably a win over Allen County. I think you'll be favored. The boys will over Allen. And then not 100% sure what Monroe County has coming back, but it's always a tough game. No matter if we're favored by 20 or they're favored by 20, it always seems like it's close between the two.
Yeah. Dennis Rose brings it up court for Greene County. 2:15 to play. Trojans up by 13, 50-37. Hand it off to Landis. Landis on the dribble out front between the circles, gets a screen right, and the ball gets away out of bounds. Oh, my.
Well, it was deflected as the referee's making the motion, but it was deflected right off his hand.
Yeah. Now, they walked. Now they're going to call a foul. Foul is on Branson London. Going to be his second, team seventh. Got to remember, we're in the fifth region.
Yeah,
they call it different in the fifth than they do in the fourth.
I said it. I knew I made that remark way too early, but they've kind of progressively declined since that statement.
Rose misses. Rebound, Jared Coomer. Foul on Emery for coming over the back. That'll be his fourth, team's ninth. So we walk to the other end, and Jared Coomer will shoot free throws. 5 points in the first half, only one field goal tonight. 3 of 4 from the charity line.
We make at least 2 more trips this year to the fifth region, right? We have to go to Caverna, and we have to go to Hart County.
Yeah, and of course the boys game at Hart County, we played at Hart Memorial. The girls, we played at Munfordville Elementary the same night. So I think what we decided on is do the boys game that night at Hart Memorial. So we'll try to probably get a final score from the girls before we go on the air with the boys. Free throw good for Jared Coomer. Of course, that's not till February. I think it's February 3rd, something like that.
Long time away.
But that'll be different, going to an elementary gym and doing a high school game.
We've done games in a lot of situations.
Yeah, we have. So Coomer hits both.
But we've never done one in elementary before.
Don't think we have. 52-37, a minute 58 to play. Rose with the basketball. Gives it off now to Bush. Back over goes to the left side. Barden trying to penetrate, cut off by Coomer. Around the top of the horn. Back to the left side. They give it to Rose. Crossover move against Stevens. Down to minute 36. Trojans have played some really good defense in this second half until that three right there.
Their first three of the night.
Then was just Barden
thrown up.
52-40, minute 24 to play. Stevens with the basketball. Gives it off to London. Now London finds Coomer out front. Right side over to Stevens. Stevens out top to Mosby. Swings it left over to London. Minute 8 to play. Just need to just take care of the basketball. Mosby, right side. Looks to London, and he'll put it up. It's good, and a foul. Nice cut in the lane by Branson. And he'll get a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way with 1:01 to go. 54-40, Barren County. Branson London's had a really good second half. He has scored 13 of his 17 points.
Probably the second leading scorer coming back this year, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Got a couple new players in the game. Brandon Reed, 5'11" junior. And also Landon Key, a 5'11" sophomore. .55-40, 55 seconds to play. Right side, here's a three in the air, no good. Rebound chased down by Brandon Reed for the Trojans. Lobs it over now to Arterburn. Arterburn now gives it to Mosby. And back out to Mosby. 35 seconds to play. Arterburn out to Reed. They go to Key. Harrison Davis in the ball game, 6'1" sophomore, wearing number 32. He's got it right now. Gives it over to Mosby. 20 seconds to go. Out to Arterburn, top of the key. Back over to Davis. And they reach in on Harrison Davis, and he'll go to the free throw line. It'll be 2 shots as Barron's in the double bonus now. Harrison Davis, First of two on the way, spins out. Michael Harbison, 6'2", 155, and a sophomore, number 44, checks in.
Dalton Ford
In the game.
Yeah.
As well for the Trojans.
Another freshman.
And this shot goes up, and it's no good by Davis. Rebound to Greene County. 12 seconds to play. As Barden's got it. Sends it out now to McCubbins. 4 seconds, 3. Here's a three-point shot by Rose. No good. That will do it. Barren County wins the season opener tonight, 55-40 over the Greene County Dragons here in Greensburg.
This has been a BCHS Live production. Remember to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and follow on Twitter. BCHS Live. Everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.